deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better ask about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, host of the showman. Still silly songs for the show with. Till then, it's half moon open. Sometimes go takes like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded again. What is in store? Like under the seat of the driver's side floor, it's cooties galore. So many more from 6 in the Mars. Never more. If I'm honest, the damage is done. Silly sauce on unlimited funds. Join us on Twitch for unlimited fun. J-Fig and Marcos, you with it or what?
Tobin, you have two who Tobin is.
Ah, you're still here, low dog.
You're the worst.
That's my guy.
You are terrible.
Man.
Still here. I mean, come on. That's when you start a show.
Jimmy wasn't lying. He wasn't lying.
I mean,
we don't have to get into it. I mean, it just he's there at the beginning of the show. It just, he's still here. It still works. People always say that. When are we going to stop with the hour Tua? Never. When Tua's not a Dolphin, that's when we'll stop it. Until then, never. Should probably be hearing from Tua today. Tua's going to be making the Radio Row media rounds today, so we will hear from the Dolphins quarterback in some capacity.
Well, it won't be the same as when we were hunting him down.
Oh, that was a great time. What a time to be alive, Marcos. We were there at Radio Row in Miami.
Check his limp.
No, these two jackasses. So I get out of there because it's a hike, right? And we are fortunate that we did our show on off times. So we get there super early and we leave when everybody's just about getting there.
Right.
And so all of a sudden you hear a whisper. Tua's here. And these two guys say, we got to go get video of his gait.
We did. We had to investigate because he was coming off the hip injury. We didn't know.
So imagine these two clowns going around.
We were stalking him.
I was all over the place.
We were stalking him, but
did he have a noticeable limp? What was the verdict?
It was hard to. I thought he was okay. I didn't know if it was. It was tough to tell if it was a swag or recovery.
I'll give you a perfect example.
Gotcha.
You guys saw me Monday. Was it Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
And I had a brace on. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know my leg was broken.
Nah.
Right. Nah. But guess what I wasn't doing? Playing football.
You were toe tapping though, if I'm not mistaken.
I did a little toe tap.
He did.
With Kyle Lowry.
Yep. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
We're going to talk to the legend, Tommy Hutton, in about 15 minutes. We will get some thoughts on this weekend from Tommy Hutton. But we have some big news. We got
big news.
Zach Thomas was finally elected into the Pro Football Hall of Fame yesterday.
All right. Golf clap.
So congratulations to Zach. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the video of Jimmy telling him? Yeah. I mean, it was whoo.
Goosies.
It was goosies, dude.
Yeah.
He was
I would think, is that about the only person that could tell him?
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure. And it was awesome. It was awesome. And I think the thing that is cool about this has been a thing that the Dolphin fans have been campaigning for a long time, and he really hasn't. I mean, he's not a guy who goes out there and
he wasn't doing TV shows. He wasn't doing nope. He just, you know what? And it's perfect. Because that's consistent with who he's been.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So kudos to him. Well deserved. His numbers speak for themselves. The way he plays speaks for itself. And how he did things both on and off the football field spoke for themselves. And he's a Hall of Famer because of it.
Right. And it just seems like it happened to a really good dude.
Yep.
I thought the fan base was really happy about that yesterday. So awesome, and congratulations to Zach Thomas. He seeing him cry. Woo. Woo. I mean, Leroy.
Goosies.
It was Goosies, dude. It was.
I mean,
Goosies galore, quite frankly.
You know what it was? I bet you more than anything for the last couple of years, he's answered questions and, he's been, hey, I'm not, my career's done. I've done what I've done. And if I'm honored by it, great. But if not, my life goes on. That's about how he treated it. But when you see him, it was eating at him.
For sure.
Because it just all came out, and I'm not mad at him, and I don't blame him. It's hard looking at your career and looking at the guys that went into the Hall of Fame, knowing that you're their equals.
Absolutely.
But not getting the flowers like they got. And so finally, he gets it. It's well-deserved. It's a long time coming. And you can't talk about some of the greats to play the game without mentioning Zach Thomas. And that's what this means more than anything. That when you talk about the dominant linebackers of their era, not the most famous, but the guys who produced, you have to talk about Zach Thomas.
Yeah, so sorry Zach Thomas didn't go do a cameo on Entourage with Jeremy Piven.
Oh boy, don't even say that.
Yeah,
Don't
we don't
even
say that
What has
name
he
around
done?
here, man.
We
What
don't
has
say
he
that
done?
name.
Hey,
We don't say
Jeremy
that.
Piven.
Hey, we don't say that name around here. Out of respect. Out of respect for J Fig and Marcos, we don't mention that name.
All right, so we'll get more into it a little bit later on with Zach Thomas. Also, Miami Heat, they take on the Rockets tonight at 8:00. No Victor Oladipo, no Kyle Lowry. The other regulars remain out. Duncan, Omer Yurtseven. So that's your injury update from the Heat. They don't lose. It's the Rockets.
Hey man, stop saying that. Every
Don't
time
lose.
you say that,
Little
how
slump.
about we frame it this way? Time to go get on a little run.
Schmeeth and Schmolnick says, once met Jeremy Piven, gave my nephew an autograph. Couldn't have been a nicer guy. I know that's not true. I mean, if anyone is going to tell me that somebody's a nice guy, certainly not taking the word of Schmeeth and Schmolnick.
Right.
Him being a nice guy just means he probably told you to go to hell, which you're like, I like that guy.
I actually believe less that Schmeethen would try to get his nephew an autograph. I really feel.
Yeah, I feel like he would tell his nephew to grow up.
You didn't even watch Entourage.
Uncle Schmeethen.
Somebody
It's
said
Jeremy
you met
Uncle
Piven in hell.
Piven. Oh man.
My God. J Fig don't like Piven because it rides with pigeons.
Point for Twitcher.
Story time.
J-Fig's a murderer.
Wow. Woo. What a mix down. Also, Patrick Mahomes wins his second MVP.
Yeah.
As he goes into Super Bowl weekend, and we'll get to that as well, of course.
Local kid, Bosa won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep. Not surprised there.
And Geno Smith, comeback player, which like, wow, he did better than the $150 million man.
Crazy.
Yep.
Very crazy.
That has to be one. Now, did they do Coach of the Year yet?
Yeah, Dayball won it.
Oh, yeah. Would you go Dayball or Sirianni? Because I got to tell you, the thing about the two coaches is the quarterback for New York, Jones, he was supposed to be good. There were questions about Jalen Hurts
I kind of disagree with that though. Like, yeah, he was supposed to be good. He was like supposed to be good. Why? Because he was drafted in the first round. A lot of people mocked that pick at the time.
Yeah.
And he was kind of on last legs. But I will say, like, you know, Sirianni having them where they are, number 1 seed. I think that always gets overlooked. Like coming through with expectations, I don't think is given enough credit because I feel like coach of the year, it's always who's the biggest surprise.
Right.
You know, that's how that's basically that award. It really shouldn't be coach of the year.
But I mean, Philly steamrolling the way they did was a surprise. They knew they were going to be good, but you didn't know that they were just going to dominate. And especially with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had a lot of questions his last couple of years. Oh, do we need to go get another quarterback? We have the team around him.
Sure.
And all of a sudden now we're looking at him in a whole different light. That has to be, has something to do with the coaching and how they approached it.
For sure. We'll get into plenty more. We'll take a break. Tommy Hutton, the legend. He joins us next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hey, join WQAM tomorrow at Marlins Fan Fest from 1 to 6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park.
What?
Stop by our table.
What are we?
What?
Park? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
all right. What are you, Mr. Schoolhouse Rock? Like you've never messed up a read. -1.
Okay, Ngoy.
You're a bastard.
-1.
And I can't stress this enough. You're a rat bastard. Anyway, stop by our table, pick up some cool WQAM swag, register for your chance to win 4 tickets to the Miami Boat Show. There's going to be batting cages, interaction with Marlins players, and more. That's tomorrow from 1 to 6 at Lone Depot Park. Check it on out as the Marlins basically kicking off their season. We're going to be at spring training. And the 21st, we'll be out there for the first full squad workout. This man's going to be there tomorrow. The great Tommy Hutton is joining us here on the guest line. Tommy, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling. Just stop the quibbling and have some fun. And look forward to the baseball season and look forward to Fan Fest.
We very much are, Tommy. It's been actually a fun week. We've had Jeff Conine on and Skip Schumacher on. It's you definitely getting the feel for it. Have you gotten a chance to talk to Skip at all, Tommy? Or if not, like just your impressions of that hire, because we like him. We like what he seems like he's going to bring.
I tell you what, I love the hire. I have not personally talked to him. I remember speaking briefly when he was a player. I did have an email exchange with him, and really looking forward to working with him. He certainly has a good thought process as to what he wants to do, and it's always a fun time of year with Fan Fest. You know that Fan Fest, and after Fan Fest comes spring training, so that's why it's always a fun time of year.
Tommy, how surprised were you to hear that Jazz Chisholm had come to the team with the move to center field? Conine was telling us this week, he's like, that's not common for a player to be open to a position change and it actually be their idea.
Well, I give Jazz credit. I think what he did, he was able to assess some of the moves the Marlins made and all of a sudden realized for this team to be better, he could go to center field. And I think he saw that. And I truly believe that he can make himself into a really good center fielder, a top-notch center fielder in the major leagues. He's going to have to work at it. He's going to make a few adjustments, but he's such a good athlete. And over the years, it's much harder for a guy who's been playing the outfield to come in and adjust to an infield position. Much harder to do that than for a guy who's been in the infield to go play the outfield. Now, the only tough part and the toughest part for him will be the spacious center field at Lone Depot Park. It's not a small center field. He's got the speed, he's got the instincts, he's got all that. He's just going to have to work on getting reads and getting good angles, going after balls. And I know one of the guys, the new coaches for Skip Schumacher is John Jay, and he'll be working with him a lot, I'm sure, in the outfield.
Tommy, is this, and every year we kind of, have hope of what they envision this team to be and what it can be. But is this one of the few years, like with the coaching hire, with the addition of players, with Jazz, willing to do whatever, that you really feel confident that this team is headed in the right direction and it may take a little bit of time, but you got the right set of people in place to make it happen?
Yeah, I think so. I try to enter every season from my perspective with a positive feeling, and I believe this team's going to be better, certainly better than they were last year, and a lot of it just has to do with health. If Jazz gives you 130, 140 games, if Soler and Garcia are out there on a regular basis, if Garrett Cooper can stay off the IL, guys like that, if they're in there all the time, the offense is much improved. And I think we all know about the young pitching, and we'll just take it from there. But I think this is certainly going to be a better team. Hey, it's a tough division. You've got the Mets with a payroll of about $400 million. You get the Phillies. They got Trey Turner this year. You got the Braves, who are always solid. So it is, in my opinion, the toughest division in baseball.
We'll make fun for the broadcast, Tommy, when the Mets fans go home. I always love when you give the Mets fans the business. They spend all this money on the team. It'll make it even better now.
You know, I'll tell you a funny story. I got 3 or 4 guys, and this is hilarious, actually, that I play golf with on a regular basis, and they're all Mets fans. So they keep me in check, and I keep them in check, and I keep them informed too.
Talking to Tommy Hutton, you guys can see him out at FanFest 1 to 6 p.m. tomorrow at Lone Depot Park. We're going to be out there as well.
First of all, let me interject. They're not going to come by to see me. From 1 to 3, we're going to be on the concourse level, right where the pre and post game show is usually done, and I'm going to be there with Rod Allen. People aren't going to come to see us. Jessica Blaylock's going to be with us. That's who they'll probably.
That's a star. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I understand, Tommy. Yeah, you got the real VIPs out there then.
Absolutely.
Tommy, they did make a couple of big moves. What did you make of the Marlins adding Gene Segura and Arias? What do you think that's going to do to help this lineup?
Well, you got 2 guys. I think over the last few years we've seen a lot of swing and miss, and I think in Segura and in Arias you have 2 players, one a right-hand hitter, one a left-handed hitter, guys who put the bat on the ball and make contact and make things happen. And I think that was something that the offense wanted to do, what the organization wanted to do for the offense. So I like both those guys. I've always liked Gene Segura over the years, watching him play. Haven't had a chance because Arias was with Minnesota. Haven't had a chance to see him a lot. But every time I see clips of him, he's making contact. And that's what this ball club needs, somebody that makes contact.
Is that a lost art? Like with everybody swinging for the fences and everybody getting paid based on home runs and RBIs and things like that, is making contact a lost art in baseball?
I don't want to say it's lost yet, because I'm one who believes things. I'm one who believes there's a circle and things someday will come back around.
Right.
And I think sooner or later we're going to see more clubs put together. And I believe certainly playing in this ballpark at Lone Depot, you need contact. And I think I don't want to say lost art, because I think it's going to come back. Obviously the home run is great, but I think more hitters are going to not think so much about launch angle and exit velocity. They're going to think about contact and getting base hits.
Before we get you out of here, Tommy, we asked this to Skip Schumacher. He told us that he had to get gas on his number if he was in a good rhythm. He's a very superstitious guy. What is the strangest thing Tommy Hutton has ever done to get out of a slump?
To get out of a slump? Well, I used to always chew gum, and if I didn't get a hit, I'd spit the gum out, put more gum in. And one time I ran out of gum, so I was in trouble. I would try other guys' bats. I remember trying, we had a little infielder when I was with Montreal. His name was Rodney Scott. I would try different bats, see how they felt. Then I also remember one time, not in a slump, hitting the ball pretty well, and I had a slight little chip in my bat, but I didn't want to change it. So I kept using the same bat, Kept it
going. All right, Tommy. Go check out Tommy Hutton tomorrow. Marlins Fan Fest from 1 to 6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park. He's going to be on the concourse from 1 to 3 with the Valley Sports Florida crew. Jessica Blaylock, Rod Allen's going to be out there. They do a great job. We're looking forward to the season. Tommy, thanks so much for giving us some time this morning.
Thanks, Tommy.
Hey, and don't forget, from 3 to 5, you got Gabby Sanchez, Craig Minervini, and Paul Severino, too.
The whole crew's going to be out there. They got you covered all day.
We're all going to be there.
I love it. Thank you so much, Tommy.
All right, take care, guys.
There you go. Tommy Hutton joined us there. You guys can hear him again this year.
Who doesn't like Tommy?
He's the man. That is the voice of baseball for me. I love Tommy Hutton.
There's a couple of.
I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Quibbling. Clearly he is unaware. Like, if we stop, what do we do?
What would our show be without the quibbling? What would it be?
What would we do? And you always know when it's coming.
I was freaked out there for a second because I thought he was still on the line.
Yes, so did I. I'm like, oops. Oh, well, we said good things.
Yeah, we said good things. Anyway, get out there tomorrow, guys. And WQAM, we got a table out there as well. They got tons of swag to give away for Fan Fest. So check that on out if anybody's looking for something. I would go. I got a cheer competition to go to. But
Are they gonna have some of those new uniforms out there?
no, I don't know. Nobody seems to be telling us anything, Leroy. It's a lockbox.
I know. I want either a pinstripe vest.
Yep.
Or the teal. The teal with the marlin on it.
So good.
Oh, come on, dude.
All right.
We can go like the Latin American teams and go all teal uniform.
All right, when we come back, 15 minutes of heat. Everybody's mad at them. That's next.
Previously.
Tobin and Leroy.
6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park.
It's the
This is 15 minutes of your Miami Heat.
Broward Health, celebrating 85 years of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
All right, 15 minutes of Heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Thanks again to the great Tommy Hutton for joining the show. Hey, rock legends Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper are coming to the I Think Financial Amphitheater in August. The Freaks on Parade Tour. For your chance to win tickets, enter online now at WQAM.com. Those tickets courtesy of Live Nation. The Heat back on the hardwood tonight against the Houston Rockets at 8 o'clock. No Victor Oladipo, no Kyle Lowry, no Duncan Robinson still out. Omer Yurtseven remains out. And, you know, I think Gabe Vincent's on the injury report, but I think he's probable. But I'll double check that. So the Heat make no trades yesterday. A very quiet trade deadline, Leroy. They make no moves.
And you know what makes it worse? So now they're going to go pick the bones.
Pick the bones, dude.
I don't want to pick the bones.
A bunch of buyout vultures, dude.
I don't want to pick the bones.
I don't either. I wanted some action, dude. I was watching.
Want to pick the bones.
Well, I think it was like 3 teams that didn't make a trade. I think it was like the Heat, the Bulls, and maybe the Cavs. But the Cavs did make a big trade in the offseason, at least. Like the Heat haven't made, like they're not making trades. It's like I miss the action, dude. I love the action. There's no action.
Why do you think they didn't? And do you think they didn't make any trades because they didn't think they could make a trade that would substantially change their team, or because they didn't have anything to trade and they couldn't get anything that would actually make their team better?
I don't think that they have anything of value to trade that is not Jimmy, Bam, or Mac or Tyler Hero.
Did you see that trade on Twitter that supposedly?
I don't believe it at all. You talk about the Bam trade?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what a concoction this was.
Now keep in mind it was in the off season.
This is in the off season, right? Okay. But I don't know. I don't buy it for a second. But this reporter from the he goes by the name Christian Winfield. He's a Nets reporter for the Daily News. According to him, this is from NBA Central. They're aggregating NBA sites. This is according to Chris Splashed, which I can't take you seriously as a reporter, dude. I mean, grow up.
I mean,
anyway, it said
take you serious too, Pac.
I wish you would stop the quibbling. I really would. I wish you would stop the quibbling. It's enough. It's a personal attack. And I can't stress this enough. You're a rat bastard. Anyway, his report was in October, there was framework for a deal that would have sent Ben Simmons to Utah, Donovan Mitchell to Miami, and Bam Adebayo to Brooklyn. And no, I don't believe that at all. No, I don't buy it for 1 second. I don't buy it for 1 second that he would trade Bam for Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
All right.
Dude, he's basically been untouchable for everybody. Like that's probably that's how highly they think of him. I certainly don't think they're trading him for Donovan Mitchell. Maybe Kevin Durant. Maybe. If you told me that this was Kevin Durant was going somewhere and like that was involved, okay, I'd say that's a little bit more believable. Donovan Mitchell for like no. First of all, Donovan Mitchell and Bam was basically recruiting Donovan Mitchell like the whole summer. And acknowledged it, and then said it was a media concoction, which isn't true, Bam. You concocted it.
Why would they do that?
Just saying. Anyway, no, I don't believe that deal for a second.
Okay. Just curious. I saw it, and I figure, let me run this by Tobes, because he's boots on the ground more than any of us. And you say absolutely not.
No. Fugazi deal.
Okay.
Fugazi deal.
All right.
Basically, so you're telling me let's go with this person.
I'm not telling you anything.
No.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
This guy,
I did not say this. I didn't suggest it. I didn't inform anybody of this.
This guy thinks. No. Let's just get this straight. This guy thinks that basically all the Nets would have had to give up for Bam would have been Ben Simmons. Come on. You sound stupid, and you sound stupid. Chris Splashed. Framework of a deal. Yeah, what is that frame made of? Straw? Anyway.
Does anybody have any second round picks for the next 17 years?
I don't know where all these second round picks are coming from.
like, and nobody wants to trade a first round pick. And if you trade a first round pick, it's protected. But second rounders, willy-nilly.
I want to address this too. Daniel, he says, is there any truth that they were close on a Lowry deal with the Clippers, but they couldn't get a hold of resting Riley to approve? Not trolling, by the way. Look, I got to tell you, I was embarrassed that anybody fell for that. And I had multiple people DM me that story that was just circulating Twitter, which was very clearly a fake story. And it's very clearly a joke of people who are calling him Sleepy Pat and saying that he's asleep at the wheel and that he's not making any trades. You really think that Pat Riley was sleeping during the trade deadline, that they couldn't get a hold of Pat Riley, as if somebody wouldn't be with Pat Riley if he was taking a cat nap, which he was not. Like, nobody could.
Why would you even put it out there?
No, I'm just saying. Let's just say that he was. The idea that Pat Riley was taking a nap on his couch, even if that was the case, that nobody could get a hold of him. Where do you think is happening with this, people? You think like you're like, are there really Heat fans that think Pat Riley is in a nightgown with a sleeping cat and that nobody can wake him up because he had too much warm milk? What are you talking about? You sound like idiots. You sound like idiots to even entertain such a thing like that. Now, that being said, look, I'm not happy. I wanted moves made. I'm not happy with the state of the team.
What moves? What if there were no moves to make?
I just wanted action, dude. And the thing here's the thing that frustrates me about it. Okay, you went into this year and like they just made this mistake after the finals team, the 2020 finals team, where they went into the year, they didn't pay Jay Crowder. They said, let's run it back. Okay, let's run it back. You said it flamed out horribly, went terrible. And the idea that you're a shot away from the NBA finals last year and you went into this year. So this is kind of a combined complaint because I went into it with the assumption of, okay, we're going to make a move at some point, which they did not. So you go into this year, you don't trade Kyle Lowry. You don't put him on the table for Kyrie Irving. You tell Kyle Lowry, okay, we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Terrible idea. You let PJ Tucker walk so you don't have a power forward all year. You're having Caleb Martin out there with fours getting the snot kicked out of him. You have the worst backup center in the league next to back up Bam Adebayo. He's a negative 1 billion when he's on the floor. And, you know, if you don't think the fan base is going to be pissed off with that, because you look at your two top guys in Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler playing their ass off, and they look around the rest of their roster and like, who's reliable on night tonight? I don't even know if we can get that from Tyler. So yeah, the fan base has a right to be pissed off. I'm not on board with these idiots who want Pat Riley to retire or Mickey to sell the team. No, I'm not. I'm not going to that. Like, those people are ingrates and dummies. But to say you're not allowed to be mad at the idea that the Heat were too inactive after being that close to a shot at the championship, yeah, that's frustrating, dude. It's tremendously frustrating, and it feels like everybody that they do invest on has blown up in their face outside of Bam and Jimmy, and that's the shame of it.
That's not the shame of it. The shame of it is you've put yourself in a spot where the only people that you can trade to get any value back are the people you are surrounding all these other people with. So the problem is not that they didn't make any moves. I think it's more of a problem that they couldn't make any moves because of where they backed themselves into a corner. You know what I mean?
I just think that, you
got three players everybody wants.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Without giving something up. Like, if you can trade Kyle Lowry if you put a first round pick attached to it.
Right.
You've already done, look, you're already still paying the piper on that with Whiteside. And that's the unfortunate thing is, like, they it's a noble thing to want to keep people around
They've
and
made a
invest in the guys.
lot of decisions like Whiteside, though. And
Whiteside, Deion Waiters, James Johnson, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Johnson. And it's a noble thing to invest in your guys. But man, it also feels like you guys are the best at just finding anybody to do these things. And they keep getting burned on falling in love with their own guys. And I'm not talking about the stars. I'm talking about the role guys. And then all of a sudden you're stuck. You're stuck in this mode where nobody wants Duncan Robinson. You know, nobody wants Hassan Whiteside unless you attach something to it. That's the tough thing about it.
Right.
So I just it was frustrating. It was a frustrating deadline, but it's been a frustrating follow-up to being what felt like a real shot at the title last year. And that was with all of these things you knew. That Kyle wasn't durable last year, that Tyler's not a proven playoff player, that PJ Tucker was breaking down. You needed a better situation next to Bam, and none of it got fixed. All of it was, we think if it's healthier, it'll be better. And quite frankly, Kyle Lowry's getting old. So the idea that he is hurt and broken down should not be a surprise. You saw Duncan declining last year as it was, and you lost faith in him and you took him out of the rotation. Tyler Hero is electric and has giant elephant balls, but has a lot of knick-knack injuries and seems to be, stomped out in playoff series. So, to just answer that with nothing is got to be frustrating for your top two guys. It has to be.
I mean, but keep in mind, the only way you can make a move is with Tyler Hero. That's the only value you have.
Yeah, but they also invested in him this offseason. Like they maybe.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that if there was a time to make a move, you can't make the move when all the guys that you would use to make that move are struggling.
Yeah.
You have to make that move when everything's great and you can kind of foresee, okay, where this is going. I think the problem is that they just all of a sudden think that these guys are going to keep on this trajectory, and it's hard to do that with your role players.
Yeah, the only guy who's felt like it's paid off at all that they brought back, and they brought him back at a modest. Well, Caleb's been good. I don't want to say Caleb's
right.
had a really nice season, and Vic, and I think Vic's paid off somewhat. He's banged up again right now, but it's how is everybody looking at you? You're calling up on Strus and Gabe Vincent, and I like those guys a lot, but how is everybody else around the league looking at their Heat undrafted guys and being like, nice try. We've seen how this goes when they leave you. Click.
Right.
It's like it's been a cycle, and it's an awesome and look, it's an awesome thing that the Heat are that good at developing unearthed gems, people nobody believes in, and they can get production out of them. But the benefit of it is you're supposed to do it for dudes on the cheap skis.
Right. And keep in mind, early on, when Pat was running the organization, nobody was off limits. Right? So where we are now is kind of a change for how he's done things. I mean, what do you think it takes to get, Zoe and Shaq and it took.
Yeah, it took some pieces.
Right. And he wasn't afraid no matter who those pieces were. Now it's a different process.
I think after doing nothing, a lot of pressure goes on Tyler because
he's the only other guy.
No, just a lot of pressure goes on to what are you going to be, dude, in this playoff series? Because I think Jimmy, I think Bam, those are their cornerstones. Those are their top two guys. Like those are the untouchables. So what is he going to be? They gave him the extension. And can he be, because you gave him the extension for 120 million this offseason. Is he going to be a piece that can contribute to them? And then, obviously it feels like the Kyle thing is inevitable whenever the hell he's gone, because, now he's, sore knee. Sure. If you say so.
I ain't going to say nothing about no sore knee. I had to use my golf umbrella as a crutch. I ain't gonna be that guy.
You look like the Penguin.
Dude, I had to. I didn't have crutches when I went to the hospital. That's the longest thing I had in my car.
We'll take a quick break. You guys can text us at 305-567-0560. We're streaming live on YouTube. See a lot of your comments coming on in, everybody. Miami 560 WQAM on YouTube and Twitch. We're back after this.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Prison can go to hell. Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Take you up until 2 o'clock here today.
Hey, Marcos.
Yes.
What's that shirt?
This is a Cleo Institute shirt.
Is that the lady that
Miss Cleo?
Miss
Miss
Cleo,
Cleo?
yes. Call me now for your free reading. It still exists if you guys are interested.
No, is
You
she
can
in
call us
jail?
up. No, she's dead.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she is dead.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
definitely dead. No, this
wow,
is
you seem like you know a whole lot about Miss Cleo.
You think she
Well-
saw it coming?
-1.
Dude, you are gonna rot in hell. You and Lucifer are gonna be doing a podcast when you're done.
I hope she didn't die tragically. Well, now I gotta know. I gotta know.
now we gotta Google it. Now this is for climate change. Yeah. Sorry, it's
Oh,
not as
I
cool as
Yeah,
previously.
she apparently died in 2016. Let's see. Oh, she died in Palm Beach. Died of cancer. How about that?
I don't know if
there's
you say how about that after announcing how somebody
What?
left us.
Well, if you'd like to celebrate her life, HBO Max has a show about her.
I actually started watching like a little bit of that, but I was done by like.
But didn't she get in trouble?
Yeah, I think she got.
Yeah.
I think she got in trouble. Let's see, Wikipedia lawsuits in 2015. Miss Cleo appeared in a series of advertisements for General Mills cereal. Psychic Readers Network sued based on the owning of the character Miss Cleo. Okay, so that's not that. She got sued for using her character, I guess.
Huh.
Wow.
All right. So she wasn't a phony, is what you're saying? Now I gotta watch the HBO Max series.
I don't know. She's from down here though, or she
Didn't know
worked down.
that.
She worked down here.
Of course she did. That's where everything starts.
You know what? It really does.
Everything. like you look at there's always somebody that have a tie to somebody in Florida.
Her real name was Yuri Del Harris. It says Harris moved to Florida in 1997 with her Fort Lauderdale cousin. Harris was using a Jamaican accent when she moved to Florida and began working at a tarot reading psychic for a telemarketing center. She was approached by the Access Resource Services while working at an event in Pompano Beach at the Pompano Beach, Florida Mall. I wonder if that's the mall, that's the strip mall with the Burdines, or if that's Festival Flea Market Mall.
You know the one that lives up there.
Well, that's the two malls. I was curious which one it was.
How will we know?
I don't know. I was just curious. If anybody, I bet somebody knows. I bet somebody knows.
I get nervous.
It's gotta be the
when
one with Burdines.
I get nervous when I go down the turnpike and get past Boca.
Why, dude?
Yeah.
I got you.
Huh?
That
I
big
got-
Cinemark. That's where I
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, that's it. Right
The
there.
boomers.
Yeah.
Boomers.
The only boomers left.
All right, we'll get some headlines here brought to you by a new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Super Bowl 57 is coming your way on Sunday. Chiefs and Eagles.
I got the winners. I got all the prop bets.
Oh,
Just call in 1-800 win some money and Big L go take care of you.
Right now, the Birds are 1.5 point favorites.
Isn't it weird that the line has not moved?
I mean, they're both good teams, dude. I don't know. What would change it? It feels like everybody's pretty healthy. I guess the only status is what, his ankle?
I believe it's going to be a blowout.
Really?
I do.
Blowout city for the Birds.
Blowout city for the Birds.
What do you say? So that's 2 scores, 2 touchdowns?
Something like 31-20, 38-24, somewhere in there.
Wow. Just never in question.
I won't say it's never in question because you have to realize in the start of these games, I always wonder this. If you play Kansas City, I would never give them the ball first. Right? And Philly is really good at scoring early on in games. You know, those first scripted plays. So I always wonder, why wouldn't you go and take the lead and try to take the lead and then put it on the other team to keep up with you? Instead of always hearing at the end of the half, ooh, you don't want to give Philly the ball back because they get the ball and then go down and score. But guess what?
I love a 2-for-1.
If you haven't been scoring the whole damn game, what good is 2 for 1?
Oh, who doesn't love a 2-for-1?
I'm just
Marcos,
saying.
don't you love the 2-for-1 at the end of the half?
If
all that I live for
if you're
is a 2
Philly,
for 1.
If you're Philly and you win the toss, would you take the ball or would you give it to Patrick Mahomes?
I give it to Patrick Mahomes and send a message.
Yeah.
Or you can have your back broken in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Nah.
See, I know one thing. If I get the ball first, I ain't going to be down for the first 5 minutes of the game. That is a guarantee.
Quick 3 and out.
It don't matter.
Now look at you.
It's not right away. True. Now, I will say this. I'm also a big proponent of this. I want my strength on the field as soon as possible. The strength is that defense. Right? So, do you go that route and say, you know what? Come on, Pat. Come see us.
I'm just laughing at Dolphin Kane, who says Miss Cleo's fake accent better than Brian Kelly's fake Cajun accent.
No, it is not. That right there.
Point for Twitcher.
Can I just tell you, I am from Louisiana. My dad is from the woods, and I have never talked like that.
My family.
I have never talked like that.
Oh, man.
So you would give it to Patrick Mahomes and hope for a 2-for-1. Because guess what?
Love a 2-for-1, dude.
But here's the deal. How Philadelphia plays with running in the RPOs, that's not real conducive to hurry up offense.
Yeah, but I think that while I get it, you're saying that you give it to Patrick Mahomes. I also have this monster defense that's sacking the quarterback like crazy. Now, mind you, I'm scared of Patrick Mahomes. I still think the Chiefs are going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to win.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I do. I think they're going to win.
You got action.
You got action, dude.
Come on, we've been talking about this for a while, guys.
I know.
Days away, man. It's days away at this point.
I know.
All right, one of you, whoever loses, buys me lunch.
And hopefully the Heat win also.
Oh, they do play Saturdays, so they want to get a little 50% off on it's Orlando too. That should be a win. Hopefully.
Dude, these last couple of days have been just brutal. I got to get ready for the gauntlet, dude.
Yeah, I know. A lot of presents.
And another day added to it. Super Bowl. So it goes Super Bowl, Rebecca's birthday, Valentine's Day, Fonz's birthday. I'm going to be
Dad's
concussed.
birthday is today?
Huh?
Dad's birthday is today?
My dad's birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Gotcha.
So
Busy
that's
day,
5
man.
straight days.
Yep.
5
Saturday,
straight
Sunday.
days.
Jeez, Leroy.
It's a lot of presents, dude.
Who asked me? You did.
No, we don't got to. We're probably up against it.
Is it?
What time is it?
Like that every year?
You did ask that.
Super Bowl, you know? Changes every year. I don't know. The
Go
Pro
easy.
Bowl, they move the week.
Other headlines: the Panthers, they beat the San Jose Sharks 4-1. The Heat, they take
Yeah.
on the Rockets tonight at 8:00. And the
Home
Hurricanes.
game?
Yes.
Why did they start at 8 instead of 7:30? I like the 7:30 game.
I think it's a weekend thing. I think it's just giving everybody a little bit more
people
time.
A little extra time. So that means that they show up at 8:30 now.
Right.
I tell you, me personally,
Dude, they're doing that with
I'll
you.
say the start time will be 7:00.
Right.
And then say there's an unforeseen delay and
Don't
start at
think-
7:30.
That's
you gotta
the-
trick Miami people.
That's what was the dicey roll this with the UFC. The UFC starting at 11 with the main card. I'm like, I don't know.
So now people are gonna go down to South Beach, eat and get drinks,
Yep.
and then say, okay, let's go to this fight.
Speaking of UFC 284 tomorrow, Alexander Volkanovski against Islam Makhachev as they fight for the lightweight championship.
That's
Volk
amazing.
is trying to become the double champ because he's featherweight champion right now.
This is amazing.
What happened? I think you unplugged yourself, dude.
He did, but he's gonna talk about how you can pronounce those names.
Makhachev?
Yeah.
You muted yourself, dude.
It says can't unmute your guest. Their mic isn't connected.
How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So, in all the years I've known you, you have butchered the English language
What are you talking about?
on several occasions,
I don't know.
including this morning.
Nope. 6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park.
But you have never messed up a fight name.
I mean, he's the champ.
No. It don't matter because guess what? We look at these cards and we'll be sitting there at the fights. And who do I look to for a pronunciation? I don't go to Google. I don't put it on my phone. I ask you, and you have never been wrong.
I always just go to see what John Anik said, and then I go off of that.
All right, but I'm just saying, you ain't never butchered a fight name.
It's true. This is Makhachev versus Volkanovski, and he just nailed that. Perfect.
Nailed it. Not even a stutter, but he couldn't say park.
Park.
Explain.
I don't know why I turned into O'Malley there. Park. You guys gonna get out the fan fest to the Marlins Park. Park.
But
What's
you
that?
have never gotten a fight name wrong. Never stuttered. Never. I mean, we need that same
That's what I do.
level of dedication. On
I
this
am
show.
dedicated. I am. I promise.
Okay.
You really are a rapper.
You never went Volkanovski? No, you've never done that.
Maybe at the first time I've seen the name.
No.
Once they're around a little bit, you got to know.
All right.
Give us a weather update here from the Demesman and Over Law Firm. Your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE. Leroy in his Vice shirt, Vice Shirt Friday.
Windowplex.
Yep.
Winds are about 15 miles an hour. Looking at the clouds out of, wow, I don't see any cloud movement, which is weird. Oh, no, it's out of the east. I see a plane coming to make that left-hand turn.
Always got to watch out of the east, dude.
Yep. And it is partly cloudy. It's got to be about, he just made a left-hand turn. He's turning, looking good. Bank is not too big because, I watched that Air Day disaster. When that bank looks a little strong, you got to check. And I got to guess it's about 80 degrees because it was a little bit warm this morning.
How do you do, Marcos?
83 degrees, wind out of the east, southeast at 15 miles per hour. And looks like you got a 1% chance of rain as of now. Although it is mostly cloudy, like you said.
Take a break.
I'm so good at that.
You are. It's
I'm good at the weather like you are at Russian names.
We'll be back with more after this, yes?
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
And he found other ways to contribute, even if it was getting into transition. Excuse me, easy for me to say. Get out there and get some.
It's
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on WQAM. We are streaming on YouTube. You guys can watch the show. Go subscribe now every single day, streaming from 10 to 2 p.m., 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Miami 560 WQAM. That is the channel. You guys can get it on the chat. You guys can text at 305-567-0560. And as Leroy will shake his ice right into the microphone after putting it down like a hangry, like a thirsty guinea pig.
It's my game day juice, baby.
I understand. Speaking of juice, you got them props. What do we got, dude?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. You said
I
you got the
don't have
props.
it.
What?
Porcos has it.
Lucky for you, I came prepared to work today, Leroy.
Didn't he
Meaning
just
the
say last segment
previous-
he had them?
No.
He did say it. But I think he was pretending to be like a bookie or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, he was doing a
It-
bit,
it-
Tobin.
it-
Come on, Tobin.
You're worse.
Jeez.
Sorry,
You're
I didn't.
worse.
Sorry, I didn't get it. Sorry, I didn't get the radio bit, guys.
All right, let's start with some over-unders. You know,
Yes.
let's get some NFL music or something, right? Come on. Nothing's
We need
quite
it.
right
Do we need-
without
hold
some
on.
NFL music.
Hold on. Let me write this down.
Sure.
I'm going to write my stuff down.
You're not going to find those notes by Super Bowl time.
There is
Yeah,
no
well.
way Leroy will find those notes.
You bet. You show up, I'm pulling this out. I'm pulling what Tobin and Leroy does.
All right. We're going to start with
Tobin?
passing touchdowns.
Leroy.
Over or under?
Mm,
Jalen Hurts, 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes passing touchdowns. I'm assuming also 1.5 because it's not on the paper.
Are you kidding me? This is how you came prepared?
I did it. Hollywood left this paper for me. So that one, we'll just say.
So wait a minute. You didn't prepare? You just took the prop bets from Hollywood?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. The previous producer left them here. Yes.
Oh, my God.
What, man? That one sucks. Player receiving yards. Do you think Jalen Hurts is going to have more than 1.5 passing touchdowns before we move on?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes, so he's going to have more.
L.
That's going
T.
for minus 118 at the moment. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't gamble. I'm poor.
That means if you bet $118, you win 100.
All right. Well, for Patrick Mahomes, not looking so good because he's minus 220, which means they expect him to get it.
Yes, correct.
Player receiving yards. They got a couple listed here, so I'll just go with the big names. We'll start off with Travis Kelce. Over under 78.5 right now.
Easy over.
Easy over. Wow, it's minus 114, by the way.
Easy
Anyway,
over.
I say over also.
over.
Copycat.
Copycat. Man, get your own answers, dude. Now let's
There's two
flip
choices,
over.
jackasses.
Let's flip over to the other side. AJ Brown. I think this one's a little high. They got him at 72.5 yards, also at minus 114. What do you think? 72.5, AJ Brown?
I'm gonna go over.
Under.
Over. Yeah, I'm gonna go under for that one as well. That one's a little high.
Over. Tobe.
Let's get into a favorite prop. You guys got color of liquid poured on the game-winning coach.
Yeah, we got the fun stuff. Oh yeah. All right. Before we get there, man, that's the fun one. All right. These are the ones that are in front of me. So we'll start
I
with
have
this
it. Just
What color? What color?
The favorite
the
is orange plus 250. Yellow / green, the lemon lime plus 350. Clear or waters plus 500. Blue plus 500. Red pink plus 550. And purple plus 900. No Gatorade pour, which is ridiculous, plus 1600.
All right. I gotta find out last year. They never
guys are-
double up. What was last year's color? 2022 Super Bowl?
Purple's kind of speaking to me. I feel like the Eagles could have purple.
All right. The Rams used blue. Oh, wow. Look at this. The Rams used blue last year.
Do you always go by team color?
No, because the Bucks used blue the year before that.
Blue is good. I like blue.
But this is the thing. The Chiefs the year before that They used orange.
Yeah, they used orange. I'm looking at the Chiefs photo right now. And since 2001, I have some stats from the Sporting News.
Ooh.
Orange, 5 years. No Gatorade. That's 5. That's 5 times. Blue has been 4 times. Clear 4. Yellow 3. Purple just 1.
Wow.
I'm trying to think.
Purple
Man,
just 1.
I'm gonna tell you. Usually, when they make those big buckets of Gatorade, it's a powder.
Kind of tells you though if it's
And
been
usually they only do orange, green, or red powder.
Well, think about this. Look at the value on this. No Gatorade pour plus 1,600, right?
Wow.
He's already won a Super Bowl, so
it has already, but it's also Andy Reid. I feel like,
no.
If anybody's gonna hate a Gatorade pour, it looks like that sourpuss Sirianni.
Sirianni is gonna do a headstand in the Gatorade because
So it's not pouring.
He's a bro, right?
Huh.
So, I'm gonna say.
Well, you think the Eagles are gonna win? So, what are the Eagles? What is their color?
They used yellow in 2018.
That's Peterson though.
That's OG.
Yeah. That's like
Leroy,
no one has
Leroy's
used
going
yellow.
green or yellow. Green
Is
or
green
yellow.
even an option?
No, lemon lime.
Yellow green
Yellow
green counts as the same.
Yeah,
lemon lime. I'm gonna just put lemon lime.
All right. How about this? What chip commercial will air first? Pringles is plus 100, but the favorite is Doritos at minus 130.
Doritos.
I got a different one for you. It's not listed. I can't just throw my own option there. I'm sorry. Popcorners isn't listed, by the way, right?
No.
Okay. The only reason why I know they got a Breaking Bad commercial. So
that's true. With I've seen that. You know, I gotta tell you, this Aaron Paul.
Okay.
He's got to grow up, dude. It's time to move on from being the Breaking Bad guy. All right.
Okay.
It hasn't really worked out for you. Walter White's moved on. You know he's got to feel bad for him. He's like, all right, Aaron, we'll do another Breaking Bad collaboration. This show ended 7 years ago. Let's go already. Move on.
I mean, so did Game of Thrones. They're doing well.
Yeah, but how many? One of the dudes is Aquaman. Khaleesi. They tried making her a star, but she's Khaleesi.
Did not work. Yeah.
Really?
Jon Snow, same thing.
She's done some other stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So is Aaron Paul.
Star Wars. She was in a Star Wars movie.
No, not done other stuff. What is she? What has she done that's a hit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mandalorian guy was in Game of Thrones as well. He's doing
Mandalorian guy was in he's in everything right now.
It's true.
He's in everything.
Okay, so focus, Leroy. Chips, what's going on here? Which chip are you going with first?
I'm gonna go with Doritos.
Yeah,
Doritos, they seem to have the most money and they can demand where they're gonna get their commercial played.
Are you excited to see Jimmy Butler's commercial again?
Michelob?
You need to make light or ultra.
With Mick Ultra, yeah.
Yeah.
What was he doing before? Was he like flying a plane or something?
Yeah, and they ran out.
Which
is kind of states more that he's a lush, not that he likes a Bud Light.
I think I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with blue for the Gatorade.
Blue
seems to be a pretty common pattern.
Tobin.
So Chiefs won last time they did orange. Eagles won last time they did yellow. So I'm gonna say in that same realm, and I'm gonna go with I think the Chiefs are gonna win. It's gonna be orange.
All right. Sticking with it, dude.
Coin toss winner?
Tails never fails.
That's smart. I mean, how could you go against that?
Yeah, tails never fails. You always got to go that way. Everybody, that was McCoach's strategy this year. He knows tails never fails.
I mean, it won us some games, dude.
Two
for one.
For sure.
2 for 1. You got any other cool prop bets before I give you these boring?
Yeah, give me a boring one. Give me a boring one. People like football.
All right. Let's go with we did receptions already. To record a sack. They have Fletcher Cox at plus 310.
Is this first person to record a sack?
You know what? It just says 2 records.
You know what, dude? Why don't you were really you should have just said, hey, I don't have the props.
What? I have like pages of props. You think that one of these will be good?
What is the question? It just says sack. Who's gonna get a sack? That's not a prop.
To record a sack. most rushing yards in a game. Is that a prop?
Dude,
Yeah.
minus
Miles
one.
Sanders? That's not a lot of rushing yards, but okay. It's up to you, buddy. You're the one placing the bets.
-1.
Over under on the anthem. Chris Stapleton is doing the anthem. Tennessee Whiskey. 2 minutes, 5 seconds.
We need
Under
Robbie.
is the over is the favorite at -185. Over at -185. Under +140.
I'm going over because
Country?
as illustrated by Robbie. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some twang in there. Oh, he's
Chris Stapleton's got some pipes. I feel like he's gonna try and show them off.
Yep.
He's a
Hopefully
pro's
not
pro,
like
though.
Fergie. Not like
think he
Fergie, but
You think he just wants to get in and out, Marcos?
I think he's a pro's pro, man. I think he's gonna get it under.
no, are you kidding me? Dude,
Come
this
on.
is millions of people are watching you. That's what we need. We need Robbie to sing it, to give us a breakdown.
Has he sung it before?
Oh my God, dude. It
Wow.
was one of the funniest things ever where he was figuring out prop bets and he actually sang the national anthem and timed it so he could get an idea of how long it takes.
I don't know if he's right though, because sometimes like when I hear Robbie talk, I'm like, wow, this guy's prepared. He knows what he's talking about. And then he tells me his record and he got 3 out of 97. And I'm like, how did this happen? I was so convinced that you had it right.
Look, the secret sauce to Robbie the Degenerate is not it's not if he's right. It's how did he explain this? That's the whole point.
Well, I mean, that's the joy of Robbie. So if he's available to sing it, but I think nonetheless it's gonna be under because he's
It's
a pro.
over. Here.
He's a
First of
pro.
all, nobody has been under in a few years. Because you had some yodelers, you had some, people that want to, and you have singers that want to showcase their voice.
All I'm saying with Chris Stapleton is he doesn't, have a lot of like bops. Like it's mostly like sultry.
Oh, ballads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
the ballad guy.
I don't
the
know.
ballad guy.
I don't know.
No.
Sometimes and I gotta say, yeah, those country singers, a little bit of show ponies,
You would know.
So I'm gonna go with that. All right, final one. What will be the first song Rihanna performs at halftime? The favorite, Diamonds at +220. Right up for that at +245. Don't Stop the Music. Then we found Love at +350. Lift Me Up +430.
No, that song cannot be sung. I don't want to cry.
I gotta tell you, I like the value on an Umbrella at +645.
So is Jay-Z gonna be there?
Feels like he's gonna be there. I feel like that's just Jay-Z. He just always goes there.
No, but I'm saying for Umbrella. Because
And of
that
course-
was like her first hit, and he was the producer. So
The long shot for first song, Bitch Better Have My Money at +1500.
She is kind of like, cool enough to be like, that's how I'm gonna start.
That's how we're going, dude.
So I don't think she's gonna start with a collaboration. First, she gonna come in with one of her hits as a solo artist, and then she gonna bring others in.
So you like Diamonds as the first?
Diamonds. But see, then here's the other thing. If she kick it off with Umbrella, we got to get some dancing. And that gets the show crack-a-lacking real quick with some on-stage performing.
There's also a prop bet. Will Rihanna expose butt cheek on stage?
Gotta have
Yes.
butt cheek.
Yes
You
is the
need
favorite
butt.
at -300. No at -110.
Wow.
So it's lose-lose regardless of what you bet. Terrible bet.
Yeah.
Of course.
starting
I
with
think
Umbrella.
I don't think she's starting with Umbrella.
Umbrella and booty cheek. Please lock me in, Tobin.
Final answer. Final answer.
Tickle My Fancy is next.
fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo, I'm so fancy.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to take out our feather dusters, prop up Leroy's feet, and tickle his fancy.
I am ready. I'm excited.
By the way, I'm seeing right now, I see Tua's at Radio Row right now. Didn't really answer any questions, though. He was on with Nate Burleson and Kay Adams and just did a Subway trivia thing. But it's just great to see his face. I miss his face. Even makes a little jokey joke. He's like, it's been a while with the cameras. And then he told us about Subway. These
Daddy
Subway
loves you guys.
commercials, I mean, they're all over the place.
They really are.
They're just taking all the quarterbacks.
I'm trying to figure out. I thought they were going the other way. And then all of a sudden they just went full advertising dollars with all the stars.
Oh yeah. I mean, they got some heavy hitters. I mean, you're talking Steph, Jeets, and now the biggest of them all, Tua. Anyway, time to tickle Leroy's fancy, ladies and gentlemen. Leroy, why are you looking at me like that?
Because I can't curse.
Coming up tonight, Leroy, 8 o'clock from Miami-Dade Arena. The Heat take on the Rockets. Does that game tickle your fancy?
Yes.
Ooh, my fancy is tickled.
It is, because I want to see them go on a run. I want to see them get things figured out. And every game I watch, I'm like, is this the game the three-point shooting is going to turn around? So I'm always, I always want to see, because I just think you can't go from being that good to that bad.
It's a mystery.
It's hard. It's a mystery. So
it's a mystery.
Yeah, my fancy is tickled, because I want to make sure that I'm paying attention when it turns around, and we can all come in on Monday, talk about the Super Bowl, and say, remember that game on Friday when the Heat turned it around? So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. If they didn't add anybody, they must know something we don't.
Coming up tomorrow, the Heat take on the Orlando Magic. Back-to-back, Leroy, on the road. Have to travel up to Orlando. Little hop, skip, and a jump up to Disney World.
Here's what I would say. I watch. Oh, my fancy will not be tickled.
Really?
Fancy not tickled.
That's going to be my prep time. So
I understand.
I'll be prepping and trying to figure it out. Oh, by the way, Marcos J-Fig got you some Louisiana treats for Tuesday.
Wow.
I'm gonna bring them on in. I'm probably not.
Nuggets?
I'm gonna just tell you, I'm probably not coming in on Monday, because Monday should be a damn holiday.
It should be a holiday.
It should be a holiday.
Especially if you're gonna start Super Bowl in the middle of the night.
6 o'clock.
Okay.
Middle of the night.
Dude.
For old people, right?
This game will not end before 10:30.
I don't know. Look, as long as you keep bringing snacks, I'm good.
And so I have ordered some of New Orleans' best not snacks, but sweets. I will bring them in on Tuesday for the office, but mostly for you guys. And I'm gonna just give you a little. Here's what a couple of them are. We got a cream, cheese, and jelly-filled king cake.
You did mention that.
Rum balls. Rum balls.
Oh, wow.
Rum
balls.
What is that? What, is that like a cake or something? Like rum cake?
Lemon squares.
Oh.
You know, like the like the little pops, the little cake pops.
Mm-hmm.
Rum ball. It's a rum ball without the stick. Delicious.
Yum.
Leroy.
But let's move on. Yes.
6 o'clock.
I start getting into food.
On Saturday, the Florida Panthers take on the Colorado Avalanche. Does that game tickle your fancy?
No.
Oh, all right.
Fancy not tickled.
But I'm only two channels away, so I'll take a little gander while I'm going back and forth the Heat game while preparing my meats for the Super Bowl.
7 o'clock also going on. We have some college hoops action. The number 19 Miami Hurricanes are taking on Louisville. Does that game tickle your fancy?
No. Too much.
Man.
Oh, who cares?
Fair enough.
Too much action. Look, I'm gonna be
Fancy
honest
not
with you. I'm not one of them guys that have the 3 TV set up.
I know.
I'm not the guy that watch 4.
You
or
love
5
watching a
games
box
at
score.
one time. I'll watch box score.
10 o'clock, UFC 284, double championship fight night. Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. Never been done before where number 1 pound for pound on the planet takes on number 2 pound for pound on the planet.
Never happened?
Never happened before in UFC history. So, does this fight and this pay-per-view tickle your fancy?
I'll do like I normally do on Fight Saturdays. I'll start with the enthusiasm of a high schooler, and it'll end about an hour later like a 90-year-old.
Wow.
Sleep with chips on my chest.
My fancy is tickled.
Leroy, coming out in theaters today, Magic Mike's Last Dance. Does that tickle your fancy?
No.
Fancy not tickled.
His fancy is tickled.
Isn't it true?
The Last Dance.
He
The
started.
Last Dance.
He started as a wasn't he
Stripper.
started as a male stripper?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But I would say this. I'm more interested by Magic Mike's co-host.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Oh, Salma
I knew
Hayek.
you were gonna go there.
Yeah. And when they
Yeah.
show the previews, I'm always thinking, is he dancing with her? Is she in the wet dress? Or is that somebody else and she's like the boss? They
Dude,
don't really show the face.
it's a mystery. That's why it's
No, it's
The
not.
Last Dance.
No, it's
That's
not.
why his fancy
Sounds
is
like your
tickled.
fancy is tickled.
No, it is not.
Kind of does.
No, it is not. No,
So
it
you're
is
saying you wouldn't go to
My
that show that
fancy
they
is
have?
tickled.
not. To go to the show that they have.
Yeah,
No.
they have a show at Marine Stadium.
Like a live show?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
No, I can't say I'm going to that. But good for
Yeah.
them. Have a
After
great
like
time.
the third or fourth time, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to this again.
No
That's
more
crazy.
surprises.
Yeah.
All right, Leroy. And finally, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. from Glendale, Arizona. Chiefs, Eagles, both 1 seeds, both 14-3. Eagles are 1.5 point favorites. Does Super Bowl 57 tickle thy fancy?
Yep.
My fancy is tickled.
I'm more excited about this one than a lot of other ones because this is not 2 teams that got hot. These are the 2 teams that have been the hottest all year. And it's culminating with the 2 top teams in the league playing against each other. Both 1 seeds. So, yeah, this is an exciting game. And I can't wait. I can't wait.
Goosies galore, dude. I can't wait either. Speaking of Goosies, we'll continue to celebrate Zach Thomas. He gets into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Quiet trade deadline. And the Cats, a milestone last night. Get you caught up with your headlines coming up next.
The blue line takes a look, long wrister, save made, rebound, they score. From out in front, that one was clubbed at in front of the goal by Reinhardt drags it out from behind the goal. Pass out of the far circle, but a poke check applied around center by Barabanov. Knocked it away. Second chance, Panthers work it in. Here's Reinhardt, right circle, walks in, shot, and he scores! And this game is tied. Sam Reinhardt makes it 1-1. Scott Harrington will bring it back in for the Sharks over to the far boards. Ekblad pounds it along, got the clear. Eric Carlson backed up for San Jose, gave it away in front. A chance, Louis Doreen, and tipped in, they score! And it's Sam Reinhardt in front, and the Panthers have a 2-1 lead. Barabanov to Carlson again. He gave it away at center ice. Louis Doreen to Eric Stahl. Down he goes to our left. Eric Stahl, the empty net, he scores! And it's 3-1 Panthers. 1:39 to play in the third. Eric Stahl gives the Panthers the 2-goal lead. Back to Meyer, to the near circle, Barabanov. He'll look to Carlson. It's broken up. Here's Eric Stahl with a chance back the other way against the empty net. Eric Stahl, a shot, he scores! Eric Stahl on the empty net. It's 4-1 Panthers with 1:05 to go in period number 3. 2 empty netters for Eric Stahl.
Palm Beach, they kind of broad. It's the vibe.
There you go. Doug Plagans with a call last night on WQAM. Your Cats winners over the San Jose Sharks 4-1. Let's get to this cat talk. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Leroy, last night was a milestone for my friend, Sergei Bobrovsky.
First
Career
time
win.
he's only given up 1 goal in about a month.
I stand by what I said in hour 1. You are a rat bastard.
Why?
Because that's not nice. It really was a milestone for him yesterday. He did something that only 24 other goalies have done in the history of the game.
What's that?
350 career wins.
Goosey!
Can I hear from my guy Bob J. Fig? There's Sergey afterwards in the locker room discussing the win and his milestone.
It's definitely great. As I said earlier, I've been fortunate to play with the great teammates, coach with great coaches. So it's definitely it's a big achievement. But at the moment, you just you focus on one moment at a time. You don't really think about what happened or what's gonna happen. You just stand with the moment and prepare yourself for the next moment.
And on the moments, this game tonight looked like you were pretty dialed in from the start, especially when they came at you pretty early.
Yeah, it was a good game. They came out fast. I thought we defended very well. We made the timely block shots. Sticks was good, and especially PK in the end. I thought guys did a great job in front of me. To clean the puck out, and we scored 2 big goals. So it's exciting time to play hockey. We trust in each other and we keep working.
How much
do you you guys obviously you're the best penalty killer on the team, obviously, but it seemed like everybody was just going to keep that puck out of the net. You guys were known as the comeback cats last year, high flying, but you needed a defensive stop tonight, and you guys made it.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I thought lately we had a good penalty kill. Everybody on the same page. We support each other and help each other. So, and that's a big part of our.
Yeah, I love him. He's the man. Congrats, Bob.
Congrats
Bob.
to
Congrats.
Bob.
Yeah,
You give him-
Leroy.
you give him that. No. I'm congratulating him.
Don't be like Tobin with LeBron.
Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Marcos. Don't say one thing and do another.
Yeah.
Well, look. The difference between LeBron and Bob is this. LeBron has never gone to a new team, been given a lot of money, and disappointed.
I mean, his first year with the Lakers, he didn't play the whole year. And they didn't make the
won a
playoffs.
championship.
His first year, they didn't make the playoffs.
Okay.
-1. You're wrong.
No.
Wrong.
Wait.
Wrong is wrong.
Wait.
Wrong is wrong.
No.
Wrong is
he
wrong.
went to
No,
a
they
new
didn't.
team.
And they didn't make the playoffs.
But has he been a disappointment there?
They didn't make the playoffs.
-1.
That's not. Oh,
You said
they won a championship. I didn't say right away.
nope.
Okay.
You've been
So evidently, it was a disappointment to the Eagles. They didn't win a championship right away either.
They made the playoffs and the finals every year.
Oh.
Cute argument. Cute argument though, dude. Why don't you go finger paint, Peter Pan? You want some animal crack? Dude,
So let me get this straight.
you hungry? Why don't you have some
Let me
animal
get this
crackers
straight.
and grow up?
So Bob coming here and LeBron going to the Lakers is samesies.
I don't think has Bob missed the playoffs. I don't think he has.
He hasn't won a championship.
I don't know. That wasn't what you said, though. Here's the
I
thing.
said he's never gone. No,
You
here's
should.
what I said.
Honestly, Leroy,
I'm
you should have
exactly what I said.
You should have a
Let me
future
tell
as
you exactly what I said, and you won't have to repeat it. I said, unlike Bob, LeBron has never gone to a new team and disappointed. He's won a championship wherever he's gone.
That's not what you said.
I did. I said
You
LeBron
added the
has never
caveat.
gone. I said
When he
LeBron
went to his new team.
I
When he
said-
went to his new team, he disappointed. He didn't make the playoffs. In fact, I think they missed the
But
playoffs.
he won a championship. He's still there.
He was an asterisk, dude. Like Goran Dragic wasn't healthy, and Bam had one arm. Congratulations. Jimmy Butler beat you with a teenager and Kelly Olynyk in 2 games.
But did he disappoint Lakers fans?
He did for 2 years.
Oh, so all right.
What is their motto?
So
Championship or bust.
From that standpoint, Bob has disappointed since he's been here. Because
It's not the standpoint. See, here's the thing. You should have a future as a groundskeeper because you keep moving the goalpost, dude.
No, I'm not.
That's not what you argued. You asked, has he ever gone to a new team and disappointed? His first year, he went to the
ended up
Lakers.
winning a championship.
That's not what you said, though. That's not what you
That
said.
is what it.
He went to a new team and missed the playoffs.
Are Lakers fans disappointed at LeBron being
Yeah,
in
now, hey, congratulations. You guys got to see a record and a championship now.
And
but
our
when he
fa-
first went there, they were disappointed.
And are Panthers fans still disappointed by Bob?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Hard to say.
I mean, Bob wasn't the issue last year.
Hard to say.
Bob wasn't the issue last year.
Mhm.
He wasn't.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Here's something we can agree on.
No. No chance. No chance.
You're a child.
I'm a child. I'm a child.
You're a child. I want to send you a juice box.
Yeah.
JP,
Soon as I send you a binky,
GFA,
you could just suck on it like Stewie.
Joe, you got any more of those baby food pouches that Leroy could have?
They're not baby food pouches, okay? And you saw Duncan
Oh yeah, that's
drinking them, okay?
what an ally.
Listen, it's adult pouch.
Let's get to some headlines. Brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center.
Really?
Why
Wait a minute.
Store.
Hold on.
Ford.
We know trucks. Okay. Back to what. First of all, this Smith and Smolnik. Dude just said, I'm dressed like a can of Jupina.
Jupina?
Jupina.
Jupina.
Okay. Spoken by a Latino, a black man says Jupina. Sorry. I don't know where all the Nyes and all that stuff go in, and we pronounce our J's. We don't say Jupina. Like, okay.
Jupina.
Okay. Thank you. So you just dismissing 3 letters in that.
Jupina. He's kind of right, but I like it.
Then what? I mean, and Tobin's dressed like Valentine's Day, like a box of roses. What do you want me to do?
He's dressed like Bastion.
Check this out. And I appreciate who the hell gave us the nod on this? Was it Waddle Baby Waddle? Waddle Baby Waddle has told Tua has told Kay Adams that he is going to be doing. I love this. Marcos, are you excited about this?
This is why.
I need to
Can
know.
I just say
Into my seat.
why we argue
Leroy?
is what is getting ready to come out of your mouth is why we
I'm
fight
so
all
excited
the
about
time.
dude.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tua Tagovailoa is going to be doing judo every Friday to learn how to fall.
Whoa.
Wow.
Daddy loves you guys.
That is awesome.
That's it. I mean, that's pretty good.
That is what an idea. He's right.
Good idea.
He can do judo or jujitsu, little martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
We do. That's one of my things that that my son does. He does the break falls on the warm-ups. Perfect. That's thinking outside the box, dude. Yeah. You want to know something, Tua? Love him, dude.
Say, Tua Kwando.
That's a
point for Twitcher.
Somebody says you look like a bucket of poopery in the grandma's bathroom.
Nice.
For sass.
I am so excited about this.
The things that excite you, dude.
What are you talking about? That's a great idea.
You're a grown ass man.
So
Stop it.
What's wrong with that?
Do you think he goes to class or he has like a private teacher?
Oh, he's going to the dojo, dude.
Oh, we got to find him. What dojo? Go to every dojo.
Every dojo, dude.
Nice.
Could you picture him and Mike McDaniel in the gi?
Yeah. See? Because it never ends. It's never going
Why?
to end.
You don't like the idea of Mike McDaniel and Tua in karate outfits? That's exciting.
Because you can't. Mike would never do it because you can't do karate in those big ass glasses.
That's not true. You could do it in glasses. I have a kid. There's a kid in my my son's jiu-jitsu class. He does it with the glasses.
To see though,
he does.
Not to be cool.
It's so exciting. Wow.
I mean, I tried them big goggles one time.
Dude, can I just say
it's the worst.
Let me just say.
No,
this
you
Tua,
just been saying, and that's why we like.
It must be said.
Tommy Hutton, he was right.
What?
He was right.
The quibbling?
Too much quibbling.
That's not.
But it's your fault. You're a quibbling inciter. That's what you are. You incite quibbling.
You are the one.
You do.
No.
You incite quibbling.
Dude, you quibble all the time. All right? They call you the quibbler.
It's either quibble or cuss. Pick your poison because one of them's coming. You don't stop. Tommy was right.
You think that Tua will get like Ronda Rousey to teach him judo? That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Rowdy Ronda? That's a world champion.
He's got some tree trunks down there too. He's probably got a good base.
Yep.
Do you need that in judo? I don't even know what that means. I feel like I've heard that before.
You know,
he's got a good base.
Judo is an underrated martial arts. A lot of people think it's bogus, but I'll tell you what, some good people who know judo down here. My guy Hector Lombard
does?
No, he does what's called fake martial arts.
That's what I thought it was.
Who does fake martial arts?
Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah, we
throws people down with his eyes.
Remember that guy used to be, he was like, you had to go see a Steven Seagal movie. And then he got weird.
Man, I am so excited.
Really? Hey,
what?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not learning any skill that teaches you how to get your ass kicked.
What do you mean? There's no contact. It's all flips. It's grappling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like he's going to be in there with, Masvidal getting punched in the face.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to get thrown around.
Why not? That's the point.
That's not how you get thrown around in football.
Oh, dude, but he's going to be able to use that weight and flip somebody. That's going to be great. Little hip. Use that hip leverage. Flip him over.
I know why Leroy's skeptical, though. I just looked it up. Celebrities that do judo. Chuck Norris. Long-standing beef, dude.
I'm telling you what.
Chuck Norris would judo the hell out of you.
Dude, first of all, we would have to go to commercial break while he walked over to get in my area.
Lashing out.
Okay. Yes, I'm lashing out. He's 80.
Why do you guys lash out on the elderly so much on this show, man?
Oh, man. Let me tell you about the old dude. I had.
You guys went off this morning.
Oh,
It was way too early for that nonsense.
It was so early. I kept looking at the messages and I'm like, nope.
I'm telling you right now, the old love going the speed limit. I'm telling you, it's like, it's really something, because I tried to get home from the mechanic, so I Ubered home. This guy took so long. I'm like, dude, he's 2 miles away. What is taking him so long? I realized the old love driving slow.
So
the old don't like to
here's
rush.
the thing. Here at
They don't
8:04 in the morning, we just get this random text out of nowhere. The old love driving slow. This Uber driver, let's go. So I'm like, what are we doing? So Marcos.
I hid the alerts. There's too much old going on.
Marcos goes one step further.
Hmm?
Uber, you're not Uber to the station, are you? Tell me this is from the mechanic. And he goes, yeah, from the mechanic. I'm like, to fix a tire? He goes, okay, good, because that's $100 Uber to Citadel from your house. Also, you're one old joke away from tapioca pudding being thrown at you in public. And I'm like, who still calls it a mechanic? I bet you his name was Bubba. Right?
His name's
He
Pat.
said, just getting the oil changed and all that jazz while it's there. The old love all that jazz. I told him, one more old joke, and I'm calling Big Fig for you to deal with. And Marcos, aka Double O Fig.
You would agree, though, that the old love all that jazz.
So wait, it keeps going.
The old love chest, especially in the park.
So now
Oh
J
my
Fig's dad is
God.
Double O Fig. So I picture Double O Fig punching a shark while on his way to infiltrate the bad guy's hideout. Of course, he's wearing a special Double O Fig wetsuit.
I don't know what.
We can also call him Mom, man of mystery. Got to be stylish while punching those sharks.
I can't deal with you guys.
Or he just give him the look and the shark swims away.
Exactly.
That is true.
The shark knows. The shark knows.
To which, finally, J Fig gets in there, laughing my ass off. Your fear of my dad is probably one of my favorite things. She sends me a picture with him and a shark by some sharks.
And thus you know why.
I'm telling you.
Don't play.
He probably laughs too because
he loves it. He
because
laughs so much.
He looks at me and gives me the look just to mess around.
Yep.
I'm like, yep, terrified.
We'll take a quick break. Back with more quibbling after this.
Dolphins great
What's up, Poopery?
I'm surprised how much lashing out you're doing today. It's a Friday.
I love the way. Here's what's amazing about you. I love the way you think you don't play a significant role in my lashing out.
What did I do?
I mean, we could start the show over and you could just play.
No, there's no need. I mean, like, I'm fine having a grown-up conversation about certain things.
A grown-up conversation?
It's like when I try and pin you down, though, and, say, hey, let's just stick to what you originally brought up here. You like to wiggle out and
I
go
didn't
into
wiggle.
the margins.
I
You
said
didn't.
the exact same thing I said the first time.
No, you didn't, because then you added details, which is not the same.
No, again, LeBron came to Miami. When he left, they were happy. 2 championships.
No, we were not happy.
Okay.
No, we were not happy.
LeBron went back to Cleveland. When he left, they had won a championship. LeBron went to LA. He's still there. They won a championship. So every place he's been, they've been happy.
Well, that's not what you said originally.
It is.
What you said was, has he ever gone somewhere and they'd be disappointed?
Yeah.
Which I would say, yes, his first year in LA, they were really disappointed.
1 year? You
That's
can
what-
say it about any athlete. Were you ever disappointed in Dwayne Wade's play?
Was I ever disappointed in Dwayne? Well, he is the best. I mean, No, can't say that I have been. The best. The GOAT. Bah. Speaking of goats.
You can't say that because now the conversation is going to go to Tyler Hero.
No,
And
he's
you're-
baby GOAT.
You're
He's baby GOAT.
disappointed in his play right now.
I'm not disappointed. Disappointed is a strong word, but I would say underwhelmed.
And he's 23 years old.
Okay, great. But so?
Yeah, he's to expect him to be at that level right now is a bit much.
What level are you like? I'm like just a little consistency.
Like 6, yeah. Like usually here, and correct me if I'm wrong. Most basketball players get into their prime 26, 27 years old, right around there. Correct? Is that safe to say? That's when they're playing their best basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean they don't play good basketball before that, but I would say it's a little bit inconsistent. And so you don't want Tyler Hero to go through this. But the reality of it is that a lot of young players that have early success kind of go up and down until they hit their sweet spot, which is 26, 27 years old, which is considered their prime. Is that not an accurate assessment?
So I cannot be underwhelmed with this play. I have to wait for another 3 seasons.
I'm not saying you can't feel a certain way about how he's playing, but I'm saying you need to put it in perspective.
I did put it in perspective. I
No,
told you. You said disappointed. And I said I haven't been disappointed. I would say I've been underwhelmed.
Okay.
Not disappointed.
You know what?
I like having Tyler Hero on.
That's
the
like
Heat.
saying, you know what? Next time one of your kids say, "Daddy, are you mad?" I'm not mad.
No, because it's
I'm
actually
underwhelmed.
I have told my kids that.
You have, dude, stop lying. You have not said to your kids, sweetie, you're
my daughter
underwhelming me right now.
My daughter tells me jokes all the time. If a joke's not funny, I'd be like, you're underwhelmed with that one.
That's a joke.
Wow. You're heckling?
No, you would not.
Are you kidding me?
You got to be real with kids.
Wow.
You know?
All right.
You got a daughter, dude. No, you can't.
Dude.
Take it from me. You got to tiptoe around
with certain things, but with other things, you can tell them it's underwhelming.
Like that one man's here when you were watching Frozen.
Well, that got me. But that was a long time ago, JFig. That was like 8 years ago.
That's Sophia.
And Frozen 1 didn't underwhelm. It was a great movie. Frozen 2 underwhelmed. It's true.
I wouldn't know.
Trust me when I tell you. Underwhelming. But not disappointed. Just kind of like Creed 2. You know? Creed 2, not disappointing. Underwhelmed.
What about Creed 3?
Oh, I hope it's good. I'll be there opening weekend. You know what didn't underwhelm?
What?
Zach Thomas.
Nope.
Hall of Famer.
We can all agree on that.
Can I hear from Zach Thomas, J Fig? This was his message to Dolphin fans after getting in.
Hey, Dolphin fans, I made it. Check this out. Hey, so you don't have to vent no more about me not making the Hall of Fame, but I'm very proud to represent you guys, represent my teammates in Canton this August. So get ready. Let's go.
He looks like he was just crying some man tears. Good for him.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you.
He's genuine.
It looked like he may have
tipped back a few.
Oh,
good for him.
Because guess what? If you know Zach Thomas, if you don't know him personally, that's the most you've seen him smile ever.
Yep.
Right?
I mean, he was crying when Jimmy Johnson told him.
I mean, I think it had,
walking up the stairs crying.
I think it had a lot to do with who it was. Right? You talking about probably the greatest coach he ever had, or one of the greatest coaches you've ever had. Coming to tell you that y'all going to the same spot, right?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But you really got to stop quibbling today, dude. I mean, it's got to it's got to stop.
See.
Just trying to, some friendly banter back and forth. But
J-Fig, you ask your dad if he's available for hire.
Here we go.
To do some James Bond stuff. I have I have an envelope.
Does he know judo?
And I want him, and I want to deliver the envelope to him with what I need done, but it's going to self-destruct 10 seconds after he opens it. So I want to make sure that he's available.
Got it.
Why would
I'll
they
have
do
to
that?
contact you.
I'm so excited too is learning judo, dude.
Dude,
it's amazing.
You do this every year in every sport.
This guy is a genius when it comes to the offseason. First year.
You remember the excitement? You remember excitement at Heat Media Day? Right? And then look where he is now. Remember when the Kane season started?
Oh, with the well, I still like the strength coach. He's awesome. Juicy.
The strength coach.
I love him now.
The strength
Beautiful
coach.
mustache. I love Coach Feld.
Oh man.
You haven't spoken about him in a very long time.
I don't feel like he's been on social media very much. I feel like he's
No, he
toned it
hasn't.
down.
It's very sad.
He's probably going to get the rest of his stuff from Oregon.
Okay. What? You don't think he has somebody to do that
All
for him?
season? It's been like a year.
Yeah, he's been here a
Hasn't
while.
done it yet?
You don't oh dude. I was getting stuff out of Cleveland like 5 years after I left.
Take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Have you been lied to?
Yes, I have.
Welcome back, guys. Hey, join WQAM tomorrow at Marlins Fan Fest from 1 to 6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park. Stop by our table and pick up some cool swag from WQAM. You can register for a chance to win 4 tickets to the Miami Boat Show. It's going to be batting cages, interaction with Marlins players, and a whole lot more tomorrow from 1 to 6 at Lone Depot Park. Check it on out, everybody. By the way, I saw these photos going around, and Sixto Sanchez making an appearance at Marlins Media Day today. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Have not seen Sixto Sanchez in a while, and he looks thin. He looks like he lost a ton of weight, and apparently, according to Daniel Aves Montes, who one of the really good Marlins reporter, he says that Sixto claims he's lost 46 pounds. 46 pounds, and he looks a lot slimmer. And according to Daniel, his quote was, quote, it's translated, by the way, just so this is his translation. I know it's not good to be fat. When I'm fat, I get tired pretty soon. I've worked on it, and I've learned a lot of things during the process.
That is the epitome of fat cat syndrome. Right?
Wow.
Wow.
I know it's not good to be fat. When I'm fat, I get tired pretty soon. Preach, Sixto. So do we all. Well, good for him. Listen, if they can get anything from Sixto, I mean, you know, I've almost forgotten about Sixto Sanchez. If you're adding Sixto to the mix,
well, does his 100-mile-an-hour fastball have any movement?
Does he have it anymore? I mean, he's had pretty severe shoulder injuries, and you know, was it been 2 seasons since he's pitched?
Yeah, well, part of that is because he got big.
Yeah.
So,
well, he knows. Now he knows.
mm-hmm.
So hopefully comes back and we get a good Sixto back, because man, those first 3 Sixto games, were they good? Oh, those were good.
Yeah.
But one man who's also doing a new thing to get into shape, Tagovailoa. If you guys missed it earlier,
that's not getting into shape,
dude. Why are you disparaging this?
I'm not.
He was on
too much.
He was on Up and Adams on Radio Row, and this is what he had to say about being a dad and his plans to learn how to fall.
It's the best thing. It's the best thing in the world. I know you can relate.
Changes your lens on how you see the world.
Changes your lens on everything. And I would say for me, most importantly, how you talk to people, how you treat people, you know, how you look at other kids too now. Just life through a different lens is life becomes enhanced, I would say.
That's so beautiful. I have to ask you though, because of that, and then the health stuff, right? Several concussions.
Yep.
How do you look at that differently now, being a dad, removed from the season and like the craziness of it? Does it make you want to step back a little bit?
Well, no, I don't think it makes me want to, or it forces me to be afraid of wanting to come back and play. It definitely makes me want to do things to help myself, you know, by hopefully, you know, not being in those positions next year. So, you know, we got like a plan set up, and I'll be doing judo on Fridays just so that I can kind of figure out, you know, like understanding my body and how to fall and
wait, that's what judo does?
It's about to be more dangerous than ever, man.
Oh man.
Wow.
Even I don't know who that is. Even hold on.
I was Up and Adams. That's
even Up and Adams didn't take him serious. Did you hear that? Go right as soon as they said, "Wow, ooh, you gonna be kicking some serious."
Are you
ass."
claiming that Kay Adams and Nate Burleson are liars?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're underwhelmed.
I'm not.
Did you hear? Wait, did you hear him go? Wow, like judo. Like,
you know what, dude? Guess what? Just because you don't think something's awesome doesn't mean the rest of us don't think it's awesome.
Replay the end of that.
J-Fig, do you think that Tua doing judo is awesome?
Marcos, replay the end of that. Tell me if they're excited about this. Go.
I have to ask you though, because of that, and then the health stuff, right? Several concussions.
Yep.
How do you look at that differently now, being a dad, removed from the season and like the craziness of it? Does it make you want to step back a little bit?
Well, no, I don't think it makes me want to, or it forces me to be afraid of wanting to come back and play. It definitely makes me want to do things to help myself, by hopefully, not being in those positions next year. So, we got like a plan set up, and I'll be doing judo on Fridays just so that I can kind of figure out, like understanding my body and how to fall and
Wait, that's what judo does?
You're about to be more dangerous than ever, man.
Oh man.
Sounds to me like they're in. I think you it's not. Hey, Leroy, might want to get some glasses, dude, because you're misreading the room. They're in.
More dangerous than ever.
More dangerous than ever.
She didn't even know that's what judo did, so she also got informed as well.
Dude, we got some great judo practitioners. You got Kayla Harrison, an American top team, judo gold medalist. We could teach to it with the best. The best judo practitioners in the world live down here.
They're not
Excited.
doctors, dude. They're
Somebody
not nurses.
Look, I hope it works.
Judo practitioners.
Dude, that's what they are. Somebody called Dan Lambert. You get his ass to American top team with Kayla. Tua's never going to fall wrong again. And he's going to hip throw some linebackers. Toss him to the ground. This puppy is over, dude. Super Bowl, here we come.
I'll be doing judo on Fridays just so that I can kind of figure out, like understanding my body and how to fall and
Wait, that's what judo does?
You're about to be more dangerous than ever, man.
Oh man.
They loved it. They loved it. Only person who's being a grump about this is you.
Where should he learn how to fall then, Leroy? If it's
what should he do? Should he go? What do you want him to do? Some trust falls? I suggested that.
At the golf course with him.
Ooh. Oh, that's what this is about, huh?
That's where it's
That's what
gonna be.
this is about.
Where
All of a
He doesn't
sudden,
want his role to be
Tua, Leroy wanted to teach Tua how to fall, and now all of a sudden, the judo sensei takes his role, and he's all jelly belly. It's okay, dude.
Exactly.
Listen,
That makes sense.
it's okay.
Dude.
Just offer up your suggestions the next time you see him at the golf course.
You can teach
Now
me how
we
to
could have Leroy jiu-jitsu, and we could have judo for Tua.
You know what? Invite him for the Super Bowl party.
Invite him over, dude. He lives there.
There you go.
Hey, Tua! And bring that Subway.
Yes.
You guys done?
Got some rib rolls.
Why
By
are you
the-
acting
By the
like...
way, won't be any Subway at my house.
Leroy, let me ask you this.
Cheesesteak sliders.
Why don't you like having some fun?
Yeah.
I love having fun.
You don't like this. This could fix football, and you're mocking it. You're
Because
so
I played football, and I'm trying to figure out the application of judo into football.
dude. It's gonna be applicable so much. All right, like we're gonna be sitting there. We're gonna be like judo roll. There it is. There it is. Wait till he throws. Wait till he throws. What's that dude? Who's that? That dirty player from the Bills? Is it Milano? Wait till he throws the Milano in an arm bar. I can't wait. Wow, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
tap machine. That's what he's gonna be.
They need a new penalty: roughing the pass rusher.
Yup.
No, unimpressed.
Tobin should teach that verbal judo to Tua. That's.
I'm so happy he's back. It's just great to see him. Yeah. You know, living his life and Papa Tua. You know, I bet. You know what? I bet he sings a mean lullaby. Don't you think that?
With a ukulele?
I mean, what?
Have him do the halftime show.
Absolutely. We've heard him. Voice of an angel.
No, the Pledge of Allegiance, Marcos.
He's going to go under.
What do you think about Jalen Waddle also being in the judo class? Jalen, Tyreek, Tua, they're all taking judo together.
For support?
Just I want them to do everything together. Like the best of friends, like, you know, stepbrothers do karate in the garage.
Somehow Tyreek's going to be the best at it. So
probably.
quick.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
I'm gonna
Learn
go
how
to
to fall.
local judo places and just be like Tua, and then walk out. See if he's there.
Dude, I mean, how many judo gyms can there be down here?
That's
I mean,
right.
if it was jujitsu, I mean, there's one on every block.
That's why
I don't know how many. I don't know how many judo places there are around here. That's why I said, why don't we just send them to the best of the American top team?
Yeah. Can you pull some
right.
strings? Do you know them? Call your people. Have your people call Tua.
I actually do. I am pretty good friends with one of the best judo practitioners in the world.
Get it inside.
You know what? Do something about it.
All right.
Because I don't want Tua going with some scrub who got his degree online. You know, this guy was in the.
Oh, you can get a judo degree online?
Oh yeah, dude. A lot of judo hacks out there.
Not helping your cause.
You know?
Tobin.
Got my black belt online.
More like Trudeau. You know, you got to have it right away. This dude was in the Olympics for Cuba for judo.
Did you say Trudeau?
Yeah, true judo.
Right. Okay.
Also, a prime minister. Or president. What does Canada have? They have prime minister?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, my bad. -1.
-1.
Now you want to give yourself a -1? The way this whole show's gone, now you want to give yourself a -1?
I don't want to steer people wrong. I don't want to steer people wrong, but dude, so excited. Wow. What do you think Mike McDaniel said when he found out that Tua was going into judo?
Attaboy.
Think he's going to FaceTime him with the gi?
Don't lose.
I think he just sends him a picture of him doing this.
Maybe.
Somebody give that guy a gold star.
What a day. I mean, we got Zach Thomas in the Hall of Fame and Tua's enrolling in a judo class. What a day.
Classic.
Guess where we'll be next year? In Vegas, dude.
Yeah.
In Vegas for old 58. Can't wait.
Oh, the Super Bowl's there next year? And our show would start at 7, be done at 11, and we'd have the whole day ahead of us.
That's true. That's true. To go practice
Are we
judo
going
together.
this summer?
No, don't.
Are we going this summer to UFC?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'll talk to well, listen, I just got I'll go talk to my people and we'll see what we can do.
Because
Talk to your people, Tobin.
J-Fig, you never been to Vegas?
No.
Marcos, you been?
Yeah, he went
all 3 times.
Right. I lived there, so.
Ooh, did you? I didn't know that.
Well, I wanted to know because I'm a golfer, so I wanted to know where I could live in the off season. So I spent an off season in Vegas, and it was the worst.
All right.
Because it was cold and the wind was blowing 40. And then I lived in Hilton Head for a summer, too cold in January.
The hell
And
is a
then
Hilton?
Bernie talked to me a lot of golf. Then Bernie talked me into coming down to Florida, and I never left.
Nice. Thank you, Bernie. Or else we wouldn't have gotten Leroy.
Bernie, dude. A real one.
Real one.
Take a break. Final hour of the week coming up next. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Stolen McRib on Twitch. He says, you guys can watch this on Twitch and YouTube. Miami 560 WQAM is the channel there. Days like today, Leroy calls up Bernie and screams at him, "This is your fault!" and hangs up. He's not wrong. Another guy says Tobin should be -3 after a segment like that.
Just
-1.
you don't stop.
Paul, he says, I don't care how much judo Tua learns. If he doesn't get a left guard and a right tackle, he'll still be getting rolled up on the field. Well, don't worry, dude. We got Butch. You know, Coach Butch's got it handled with his post.
He's got it.
He's got it handled. He's going to figure it all out. It's all going to come together, dude.
Jeez.
What?
What is that, Gators?
This is that video J Fig sent.
Oh, J Fig, you know not to send him text during the show.
I just understand why
I
J
sent
Fig
it during break.
Yeah, and you know he doesn't look until he gets back on air, just like when he drinks his food and eats, drinks his drink.
He
and
was
eats his food.
looking.
Very strange.
Man.
What was it?
It's a boat going through a little creek, and there's thousands of gators. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty fun to me.
No.
Of course.
Check it
J
out.
Fig, why do you accept sharks? Like, why are you like cool with sharks but not
But
gators?
not gators, right?
Doesn't
I
make
don't
sense.
know. I've swam with them and I'm okay with it.
You wouldn't
Gators,
swim with a
though?
gator?
Yeah, probably not.
No.
What about the guys down at
Gator Boys.
in the Everglades?
Gator boy.
They put their head in the
Yeah,
mouth.
it's fun.
No, I
You
wouldn't
ever-
do that. That's
You got-
crazy.
You should go to Gator World in Orlando. It's a great tourist trap.
Never.
Love it.
No.
They do the great jumping gator. Jumps for the giant little
Whoa.
chicken.
No.
Oh, that's right. Like out of the water, right?
Out of the water, dude.
How do
It's
they
cool.
do that, dude?
Oh, they train them. They're savages, you know?
Wow.
Train them?
Yeah, they train 'em.
Really?
They do.
We're doing like little gator push-ups?
Yeah,
What are
it's
you
like
doing?
positive reinforcement.
Squats.
That's not.
I'm really good at not going there ever.
You're really dating. You doubting what I'm saying about the Gator jumping show? You've never seen it. I've been multiple times. I know how they do it. They
No,
said how
that
they did
makes
it.
you an official redneck and me not. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But gator jumping, they don't train them. They don't walk them on a leash and then have them go play fetch and stuff like that. You know, if you make somebody hungry enough, he'll jump for food.
You can't trust them.
No, you can't trust
I
him.
don't understand why
No,
you think I would make
check
this up.
here.
I don't. I
Check
don't.
this out. These are all interesting little things that you guys do that as a black man I don't participate in.
Dude, when I went to Gator World, you want to know who was there? I want you to know something. You want to know who was there?
Who?
Carmelo Anthony.
Great.
Mello went there. Okay, the same day I was there. He got the VIP.
Okay, great.
Huh.
But okay.
So
let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Of all the people putting their hands and heads and hugging the gator,
This is
what do they look like?
Well, I mean, they were
Bubba or Carmelo?
they were mostly white individuals.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Shout out to Sir John, by the way. I've been alerted to a tweet from Drew Star. Sometimes reliable on Twitter. Sometimes he trolls people. But a good member of Heat Twitter. Shout out Drew Star. It's a blurb from John Hollinger. He's a nerd. But apparently it's his buyout column. And he writes, if the Bulls really do end up with Westbrook, then Goran Dragic would seemingly be the odd man out. Dragic has not set the world afire, but one wonders if the Southpaw might have eyes on a reunion with Miami if that was the case.
Can I ask you a question?
Riles, go get my guy. Go get my goatee.
Can I please ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
What do you think Goran Dragic is going to add to this team?
I don't care. Gives me some feel good. That's my guy. Don't you just want to see his face?
With what this team needs, you just want to feel good?
It would help.
Invite him to dinner.
It would help. It would help.
Invite him to lunch.
You wouldn't want to have a weekly show with Goran Dragic. I think we could make him do it. We could bring back If I'm Honest with actual honesty.
Wow, just ask his opinion on stuff.
Yes.
So you're saying you were lying the entire time during If I'm Honest?
What?
What?
Exactly.
Wow. I don't know what she just did to us.
She got.
I got you.
Why wouldn't you? Well, let me ask you this.
No, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
With the conversations that we've had about what this team needs,
Yep.
right? You want the Heat to sign a guy, not because he can improve the team, because it'll make you feel good.
I mean, first of all, anything's an improvement over Kyle Lowry right now. And second of all, let me ask you this. Who should I have on the team? Jamari Bouye or Goran Dragic?
How old is Goran? 35, 36?
36.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You've just had this conversation yesterday about Kyle. What you guys think was going to happen when he turned 36, 37?
Goran makes them in.
And then
if we had Kyle Lowry on the minimum, I wouldn't be hard on him.
That is true. It's about like 30 in comparison to like what?
Oh, it's not a lie, dude. No, part of the problem is it's a salary cap sport, and your production, if you are giving nothing when you're getting paid that much money, it kills you. It's the truth, Leroy. I know you don't like to do that, but that's a fact. Goran Dragic adorably making the minimum at 36 years old just for some feel goods. What's wrong with that? I ask you, what's the harm?
Does it make the team better?
Does it make them worse? Wouldn't it make your heart feel better?
If you guys want to know why I want to chop this man in the throat, I ask him a question and listen to his answer. And if you don't think that frustrates the hell out of people?
I don't know.
Or here's what else you do. I'll ask you a question. Serious question. And you'll say, can't really be sure.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Yeah.
Well,
just because
you have mysteriously done a show with me for so long without answering one damn question I've ever asked you because you don't want to seem like a fraud.
That's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
You answer it with verbal jujitsu. You answer it with everything but with an answer.
Dude.
So I ask you, does Goran Dragic make the team better?
Yes.
And you say, can't make it any worse. You don't answer the question.
All right, I'll say he makes it better.
How?
Morale.
How many championships have Morale won?
I don't know. I mean, to not win the championship without morale, why not just have some morale? You know? It's kind of like when they want us to go on a picnic here. Yeah, it doesn't help anything, but what does it hurt?
Hurts Leroy's hamstring.
I'll go do some wakeboarding. It did hurt your hamstring. That is true.
Nostalgia.
It's a little Gogi. Pinch his cheeks.
Give me my number back, Lowry.
Oh, he's going to rip that number away, dude.
I wouldn't even assign another one to Kyle Lowry.
Problem?
I want to fight you, but I don't even know what we'd be fighting about. Because it's just so, like, I don't know.
You just want to fight me because that's the thing, dude. I think you would save a lot of energy if you didn't have to fight me on everything. If you just came along for the ride every now and then, I think you'd feel a lot less stressed out.
I'm too reasonable for that.
Interesting.
Name one time when you've been reasonable.
I want this guy back. Look at him.
What's up, Dragon?
I like you let the costume go, Ogie.
What's up?
Hey, dude.
Where you get a costume, though?
Amazon, dude. You
Amazon?
Yeah.
Man, this was crazy. I appreciate it.
Even the
Usher,
the Usher, he's like, I don't want any part of this clown.
What do you mean? He came up to me.
Were you still wearing the Gogi outfit?
No, I was a professional. Boots on the ground.
We know that you did something
Yeah.
to drag him over there.
That's not true.
There is
It's
no
not
way.
true. I swear to God. Hold on. He messaged me that day. He loved the
Meet up
costume.
right here courtside.
And I was there. That's where I stand, J Fig. That's where I stand when I'm boots on the ground. Your boots are literally on the ground. Gogi saw me. He wanted to say hello and thank you. And he says, I'll be back soon, buddy.
Is that what he said?
No, but I saw it in his eyes. That's what he wanted.
Did he wink?
What's wrong with a little morale? You know, we're all down on the Heat right now. You know what would make us feel better? Gogi. What's the harm? What's the hurt? Bring everybody's spirits up. Comes in every now and then, gets on a heater. We all know how it goes. All right? You play him once a week, 15 to 20 minutes. That dude's going to go scorched earth. Dracarys.
I think it's a good idea.
Exactly.
I think it's a good idea. We got nothing to lose, man. $30 million Kyle Lowry, or, you know, just a veteran minimum. Go on, Dragic.
I just really wish you would stop the quibbling.
A lot of quibbling going on today, Leroy.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
That was Tommy Hutton from hour one. And I can't trust this in us. You're a rat bastard.
That was hour one, by the way. Segment 2 of hour 1.
Are you done?
The very beginning of segment 2, by the way.
Right. Like, we didn't even get to the show. We didn't even get 20 minutes into the show.
You didn't even get to say hello.
Right.
6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park.
He's messed up every English word today.
Except rat bastard.
Except that.
He got that one right.
Park.
I don't know. I don't know how you could accurately pronounce a 17-letter, no vowel Russian name and then screw up Park.
What bothers me is that you guys are embarrassing me in front of Tommy Hutton. Poor Tommy's listening to you guys. And he's like, what am I about to be on? Who am I about to be on with?
He was like the father trying to settle 2 children.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
He's just a reasonable man.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Tobin didn't say, you know what they say, Tommy, the old love a good quibble.
Oh.
He would have hung up. All you would have heard was
Point for
That would have been consistent with how today's show went.
you would have heard
Right?
dial tones.
We gotta take a break. Back after this. All right. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy. Time for our favorite Friday game. You're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Go around the room. Say who will be figuratively buried by us. I'll go first. So we brought this report yesterday from Dave McMenamin. LeBron Plant. He's been following him since Cleveland. He's kind of like a new Windhorst, I would say. You know, a Windhorst had that bag up until like 2015, and then McMenamin took it over. So McMenamin gets on, I think it's NBA Today. Is that the new Jump, NBA Today? And he has this just odd throwaway line on Russell Westbrook that really is just like, it was a very off-putting statement where he says, you take a vampire out of the locker room, according to a source. I was like, Jesus, that's pretty strong. Because Russell Westbrook, I get it. The nerds hate him. He may be on the Heat in a week. But, you know, by all accounts, is a pretty good guy. Like, I don't think that Russell Westbrook has ever been, like, done anything other than get into it with jackass fans. Like, what other bad qualities does the guy have? Oh, and also, like, you know, wearing those mesh shirts every now and then. He's like OG Kyle Kuzma. But I saw his wife came out and she said, this is sick, ESPN. Russell is no vampire. This is also slander because anyone who knows anything that this couldn't be further from the truth. On a personal note, I have school-age children who have to listen to their peers repeat these nasty things you guys say on television about their father. I guess I'll prepare myself to explain to my 5-year-old that his dad is not actually a vampire and that major news outlets only say things that get attention. Carmelo Anthony, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, they also came out against this report from Dave McMenamin. But I just thought immediately, I was like, what does that serve? And also,
what does it mean?
What does it mean? Yeah, like, what is that?
Right. It's almost like he made it sound like, you know, he was sucking the life out of
the team,
the locker room. But I would say, I don't care what you think about Russell Westbrook. He usually injects energy into anything that he does. So that couldn't be farther from the truth.
Yeah, and also, like, Russell Westbrook didn't sign there. Y'all traded for him. Okay.
Right.
Second of all, he went to the bench like you guys asked. Yeah, he's not like
nary a peep out of him.
Russell Westbrook is, he makes some boneheaded decisions with his shot efficiency because he's not good at shooting threes. But like, he's not a bad guy. Like, you know, it's just a wild thing where I think people have got to this point where they think Russ is a bad guy because he makes bad shot selections, and those aren't the same thing.
But that's why people are stupid.
Ergo, Dave McMenamin, you're dead to me.
You're dead to me. Bum.
I'll tell you what's dead to me.
Oh, boy.
So Sunday.
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to get up. And I'm going to start preparing my delicious snacks, foods, and whatnots for the game. And I'm going to turn on the TV while I'm cooking to watch TV. Let me tell you something. Nobody in hell needs 6 hours of Super Bowl coverage.
Oh, man.
Nobody. Give me 15 to 20 minutes. We've been hearing about it. Y'all been there all week. And it's time to play the game. I don't need no more pregame. I don't need no more analysts. I don't need any more preparation for the game. All these pregame shows that decide that they're going to start extra early on Super Bowl Sunday, you're dead to me. I need to see regular programming. So what if I want to get up in the morning and watch a little NCIS New Orleans while I'm cooking so I can watch, before the Super Bowl? I don't need that much coverage. There ain't nothing you can say in the 6 hours that you haven't said in the 20 hours of coverage up to that point.
JFig?
My dead to me goes
that parrot that was hanging outside your house.
To the rat bastard that decided it was a good idea to mess with Victor E. Rat.
Yeah.
Let's get over it. Still not over it, okay? And when I find you, we're all going to defend Victor E. Rat.
That's right. Boom. That's
You're
right. Dead to me, dude.
That was a good one.
That was.
I'm going to Tampa.
Take him out, J-Fig.
Gonna mess with your mascot. Fake.
Yeah.
What is their mascot? Lightning
It's a
bolt?
Thunderbug. Yeah.
Thunderbug, yeah. Not even lightning.
Thunderbug.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be
Yeah.
lightning bug, you idiots?
Stupid.
Tampa.
I'm still very offended.
So does he
dead
have
to
like his butt glows in the dark or something?
I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna glow.
Whoa. Go, girl.
You say, "Hey, Grandma, you gonna paint our back porch red, ain't you?" Yo, that's from Talladega Nights. One of those kids is no longer with us.
Whoa. What?
He's not.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
If only he had Miss Cleo to tell him.
No.
I don't
There he
know.
goes.
I don't know.
No.
Well, you
Minus
are
one.
No.
What do you got, Marcos?
Yes.
Also, Jeremy Piven.
Yeah. Jeremy Piven always dead to us. Other than that, Dubai. Dubai, you're dead to me.
Wow. Why?
Why just simply Dubai?
Yeah.
You're dead to me.
Everyone wants to go there now. They think they're so cool. Someone built a city in the desert. Now everyone's vacationing to Dubai.
It looks really pretty.
I get it. Yeah, it's cool. Whatever, dude. I get it. Leave me alone, Dubai. I'm just sick of it. Every time I go on my Instagram, this IG model, this IG influencer, they're out in Dubai. They're wearing the head stuff and the long things. It looks disrespectful.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the ass model with no ass?
Dubai, dude. That's what Dubai is.
I'm
You're
just
right.
saying, you can't say Instagram ass model and then say they're all covered up wherever they are.
Schmeathan says Marcos is dumb by.
Point.
You know what? This is a very good question. Like, so, like, what are you doing following so many ass models on IG?
Yeah. What are we doing?
It's my
Algorithm.
burner account.
You're about to be a
Clearly, it's not your burner account if you telling
Yeah.
everybody.
No, I just leave rude comments on every one of their pics.
JC is telling us Tua might have canceled on Florio today.
Ooh.
I watched a little bit of him on Levitard today, and Billy Gill did ask him directly, "Do you know who Chris Sims is?" And he just hits with a nope.
Nice.
Which I think he knows who he is. But you know what he wants to tell him? Go to hell.
Daddy loves you guys.
Good. You know what? I think that's a great, you know what? That is a great move by Tua. You know, oh, you guys, I'll come on your show, and then just stiff them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I guess I no-showed. Like you guys say I never do. Oh, well.
I like that.
Two fakes. Two snakes. I don't trust them. Look, Tua, you don't got to worry about those interviews, dude. You just get your gi, go to judo. That's all we got to worry about right now.
Judo.
Judo,
Great.
judo, and throw. That's what we're going to do, dude.
Great.
I'm
You're
excited.
awesome.
Why?
You're
Why
awesome.
don't you like this?
You do this every year. Somebody says they're doing something. This has the feeling of when you saw Kyle Lowry at UFC.
I did think that was going to be a much bigger deal. However,
But so why do you then follow it up?
Well,
after knowing it, you're right back at it.
I'll tell you why. Because I'm for outside the box thinking, and to learn how to fall.
You can't think outside the box when you're always in the box.
What do you mean? You mean me? I'm not boxed in, dude. You're boxed in.
No.
You're not going to sit
I'm
here
not
and
going to
box
get
me
boxed in.
You're going to box me in on a Friday. It's Vice Shirt Friday. Wiggle,
You
wiggle,
guys have been boxing all show.
Oh,
We'll take a quick break. 15 minutes of heat. Recap their trade deadline.
we can recap it right now. Good. Recapped. Like what?
The results.
5 years of service to our community. Then, now, forever. Broward Health.
Welcome back, everybody. 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560 WQAM. Your Miami Heat back on the hardwood tonight, taking on the Houston Rockets. 8 o'clock tip-off from Miami-Dade Arena. No Victor Oladipo tonight. Ankle injury. Lowry. They say a knee soreness. I mean,
who cares?
Might be pride soreness. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll take their word for it. Why are you looking at me like that, dude? That's my guy, Low Dog.
You can't say that.
That's my guy.
You can't.
I don't think he wants to be here anymore. I feel like he hates
Lowry.
me. Jimmy was right, though. He wasn't trolling. He told you he wasn't going anywhere.
I hope he makes his time worth it then. Jeez.
Well, in order to make it worth it, you first have to get on the court.
Well, they say he'll be reevaluated after tomorrow's game. So maybe he'll be back for the Nuggets game on Monday. We'll see.
Don't let me see you out in Arizona.
Don't let me see you at that Super Bowl watching the Eagles. Leroy, do you think he's out watching the Eagles at the Super Bowl?
Damn, he is watching the Eagles.
Dude, do you think that Leroy?
That is exactly what he's doing.
Do you think that he's out watching the Super Bowl right now? Leroy?
I have no idea.
Do you think Kyle Lowry is in Arizona watching the Eagles in the Super Bowl?
No.
Because wasn't that the thing last year? Didn't we see him
I was going to say,
at a playoff game with the Eagles and the Bucks?
People
was
saw him
at
at
a
a
Tampa.
playoff game. He did miss some time as well to do that.
Leroy,
I
do you know
cannot believe
something?
I don't know nothing.
What do you know, Leroy?
Leroy, boots on the ground?
I'm not boots on the ground.
Who are your sources? Is it mascot guy?
Mascot guy.
Wow.
Mascot source.
Let me tell you something right now, dude. I better not see him in Philadelphia. I better not see him in Arizona.
No, really, though.
You know
really,
what they're
really.
doing? Wait, you know what they're doing in Philly? They're lubing all their poles.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because they're monsters. That's why.
Yes, degenerates.
Monsters hate the lube.
I don't understand. Like,
The hell does that even?
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I have never wanted to celebrate to the point where I flip over a car, hang from a street light.
Yeah, like that's somebody's car. Why are we doing this?
But I don't even like. It's not even that. Like, woohoo! We celebrate. I'm gonna hang from this street light.
Listen, people are idiots. I don't know what to tell you, dude. They are.
I mean, there's a show, things that white people do.
Is that a show? Is that Chive TV?
No, it was on. I forgot which channel.
I've never heard it pronounced that way.
No, we do. Let me tell you, there is nobody that consumes more Chive TV than us.
Yeah, because they play that at Twin Peaks. We love Chive TV.
No, it's the best. It really is the best.
The best.
You just watch people do dumb stuff.
That's my go-to. If ever I'm in like a social environment, there's a TV, I just put it on in the background.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. If I find out Kyle Lowry's at that Super Bowl to watch his Eagles.
What if he's on the sidelines?
What?
If I find out that Kyle Lowry's there
I
watching
don't
the
think.
Super Bowl,
Hold on. Let's be clear. I don't think he's a big enough star to be on the sidelines, right?
he's very rich.
No, but it don't matter. You
$30
got to have
million.
an in. You got to.
I think Kyle Lowry is famous enough and wealthy enough he could get the in. Like, I feel like
on
he
the
can.
sideline. No.
Yeah, I think he can, dude.
No, dude. I'm telling you.
He's a Philly guy.
Philly guy, maybe Philly get him on the sidelines.
Yeah, Philly's on Philly's sideline. Leroy.
No,
if
I know.
If I see those cheeks on that sideline, I'm not gonna be happy on Monday.
Why? What does not being able to play basketball have you do with going to watch a football game?
Because you should be here resting then.
I mean, is that gonna
if you have to be reevaluated? Yeah, you're not. If you have knee soreness, doesn't that connote? And he hasn't been on the bench because of what they're calling an excused absence. All I'm saying is don't be on the sidelines. It's not a big barometer.
But why? So he could do the same thing at his house. You'd be fine with that.
Totally.
But why wouldn't you be fine with him going
across
to the game?
Country. It's across the country. He's got a game the next day.
PJ, and he's only going
PJ.
to. Yeah.
I miss PJ.
Now you say
Leroy,
that?
he barely plays.
Didn't it just say he was dead to you?
Yeah, he was.
He
But
did say that.
that's because he picked
Hmm.
Philadelphia.
Leroy, Dan Day has a question for you, sir.
What's up?
The Miami Heat have these Black History shirts. He wants to know if he's allowed to wear one.
Oh
Yeah, you can wear a Black History shirt.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fine.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
wear you can wear a Black History shirt.
Of course, dude.
Yeah, I told him I wasn't the arbiter on that.
I would
I'd
say
have to-
while wearing the Black History shirt, though, be careful with, trying to be,
out and about.
Paul Wall or somebody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Avoid
That's what I'm
being
saying.
Paul
Yeah,
Wall.
don't just because you wear a Black History shirt, don't all of a sudden make you hood, Dan Day.
Does
Be
he
careful.
have a mustache going on?
He does.
Hey,
You got a mustache going on? They want to
got
know
a
about your facial
mustache?
hair.
Did not see that
I got a
yesterday.
big night tomorrow night. It's Valentine's Day, so I'm gonna shave tomorrow. I'm gonna go that Pistol Pete Maravich look right now,
Yeah.
white trash right here.
I like it.
All
That's
right.
looking good, man.
Yeah.
Look, dude, I get what you're saying. Like, what's the difference? He's not going to play.
Yeah, like I don't like it's
But
like
Leroy,
it's like when people remember when people got mad because the Giants came down here on their bye week.
it's not his bye week, though. It's the season.
Yeah, but he's not going to be evaluated till after tomorrow.
But why is he out? What is this? Knee soreness. If you, all right, I'll say this. If it's knee soreness, which is a very vague term, he misses a back-to-back, but he flew out to Arizona to watch the birds. It's not a good look.
If he's back in time for his evaluation,
What if he doesn't play on Monday? And his evaluation said, hey, you probably should have rested more. Not on that PJ.
dude,
Standing around 3 hours.
he
on the
could
sideline.
fly to that game and fly back, and nobody would even know.
You are right in that I don't feel like Kyle Lowry gets shown on television. Like, there's Kyle Lowry. He's here watching his birds.
No, because that's not how we watch TV. This is how we would watch TV. There's Kyle Lowry. Hell, didn't they have a game yesterday? That's what we would say. Because, like, you making it sound as bad as when people got on the Giants for coming down here during bye week.
No, but what's the barometer? Like, okay, if the game was in Tampa, like which he did last year for the playoffs, like if the game was in Tampa, okay, that's a 3 hour. That's an hour on a jet. That's fine. You're gonna fly across the country to go watch the Super Bowl.
Can I
to be
just
back,
say, if he flew,
and you've been missing time.
if he flew to the Super Bowl
Mhm.
and flew back, you wouldn't even know.
You came up with the idea because it wasn't even in my mind that he would go.
Really?
It really wasn't,
Stuff like that's always in your mind.
dude. It wasn't. But now you got me shook. Better not see him. on the
Wait.
sideline.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You've been complaining about Kyle Lowry's play.
Yep.
Now you complain about him not playing?
It's optics, dude.
But optics are one thing, but you
Like, okay,
you don't want him playing.
I'll give you an example. Remember when Derek Jeter
I don't like examples
just a little
because your examples suck.
Maybe it is, maybe not, but this is samesies because it's football. You remember when Derek Jeter didn't go to the winter? First year with the Marlins, right?
Yeah.
He was going to take over. Winter meeting start. Where was Jeets? He was in a luxury box. Sunday Night Football. Dolphins Patriots. I'm looking at that. I'm like, hey, dude, shouldn't you be at the winter meetings? Like, yeah. Is he going to be making trades there? No, but you just took over an organization. How about you be where you're supposed to be? There's baseball business going on. So for Kyle Lowry, okay, you're not there. You're not playing very well right now. You can't give Tyler Hero a couple tips against, Markel Fultz that night. You're not playing. Embark your QB1 wisdom.
Are you serious? Now you care about it.
Yeah, it's not a good look. I don't like it. It's too far. If it was in New York, maybe I'd accept it.
All right.
Glendale, it's like across the country.
All right.
It's unacceptable, Leroy.
You don't think it's a bad look at all?
I think if he goes to the Super Bowl, we won't even know.
I think you exposed him, and now you were trying to walk it back.
No,
I think you know something, Leroy.
I think he
You don't
knows
wanna tell
something,
him.
and he's
No,
walking
why
it
would
back.
I know anything?
You
think
play
you
golf
saw-
with him, Leroy.
I think you played golf
I'm
with
not boots
Kyle
on the
Lowry.
ground.
I think you played golf with Kyle Lowry, and you know he's going to the Super Bowl, and now you're walking it back and saying it's no big deal. That's what I think.
You
First
played
of all,
golf with Kyle Lowry.
Let's be clear. I have not golfed. I've been on crutches. I just started walking.
I think you saw him at the driving range.
You
I
saw
never
him.
been.
That's what you want us to
Saw him at Publix.
Yeah.
It was.
No.
I haven't seen your golf umbrella in a few weeks, Leroy.
You best believe after what I went through, going to the emergency room, I keep that golf umbrella in my car at all times. Just in case.
I'll tell you, like if you told me Jimmy went across the country and played and missed the Nuggets game or didn't play well in the Nuggets game or like something happened because he went to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be happy with that. It's a ridiculous thing. Fly across the country in the middle. All these guys talk about travel and maintenance program. Oh, we travel so much. It's so hard. You're gonna go to a football game across the country?
Ready for this? Over under 5 current basketball players at the Super Bowl.
East Coast basketball players?
I don't care.
Just in general?
Yeah, if you told me
Current
LeBron was there, I mean, it's that's nothing. That's like,
Okay, we'll go here. East Coast then.
and they have to be playing on the East Coast.
Have to be playing.
That's a lot of caveats.
I get what you're saying. Because it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna be like Julius Randle was there, but they were playing the Suns the next night. Like that doesn't count. It has to be how many basketball players are gonna fly across the country to watch the Super Bowl when they have the game the next night?
5 over under.
East Coast.
Yeah.
Under.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say under. But
I'll
I
say
kind of
over.
feel like Tobin added stipulations and everything.
Yeah, he
like,
just kept going.
on
Where
a
does it
Sunday
go
at
through?
3:47 p.m.
Side of the country.
Anybody who averages 20 points and is over 6'5", right?
I will say, if anybody from the Miami Heat is going to the Super Bowl, I would be pretty surprised. Other than Kyle Lowry, who's now
Why are you doing your head like a bobblehead?
because it's crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what you say. If anybody, go over.
You're lashing out.
That's what you just did. Look like a bobblehead.
All right, whatever you say, Quibbler.
I mean, thank God it didn't hurt you. You probably can't concuss yourself because your nose works as a counterbalance.
Man,
I think Tua canceled all of his interviews for the rest of the day.
Wow, what
did he?
happened?
Apparently, his Levitard interview got a little weird.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Damn it! They ruined it. He revealed his judo. Now he doesn't want to talk to anybody.
Doesn't want to talk to anybody, dude. I think he did 2 interviews, and after the Levitard one, apparently he canceled on McAfee and he canceled on Phil Sims and Florio.
How weird are we talking?
Chris Sims.
Yeah.
I mean, he apparently how the Levitard show is. They're jokey jokesters, and I think maybe there was a jokey joke that maybe Tua didn't find was so funny.
No, it's okay when they do that to Ryan Fitzpatrick, but not to Tua.
All right, we got to pick a winner.
Okay. I pick the Chiefs by 3.
All right.
I'm going to go 27-24.
Nice.
27-24. Okay.
Write this down. Someone write this down. I'm writing it down. Now the producer. Gotcha.
Tobin, 27-24.
Wait, I need to write it down too.
Leroy, I'm going to go 34
Hey, I had 34.
to 24.
34,
Eagles.
24.
Eagles.
Yeah. All right.
I
Marcos?
know J Fig is picking Kansas City because she doesn't pick birds.
True.
Absolutely.
Fair
You're
point.
absolutely correct.
Marcos?
I am going to go the Chiefs as well, and I will go 31-17. I think they're going to dominate.
Blow out. All right.
Blow out.
All righty. There we go. Everybody enjoy the game.
What about
You didn't
J
even ask
Fig?
me. You know what?
You said you're picking the
Just
Chiefs.
a 34.
You're
Chiefs
dead.
34.
I
Oh,
said
you're...
34-31.
All right, cool. I got it down. J-Fig 34-31.
Am I the only one picking the Eagles?
Yep.
Yep.
Frauds.
That's pretty
Wait,
good.
send me
then.
your scores. I didn't hear them.
It's not a big deal. We never keep record of this stuff anyway.
Don't tell him.
Look, side bets,
I like it.
scores.
I'm really gonna look at that
my
Gatorade.
prop bets right here.
Oh
that
yeah.
Marcos
wow.
failed epically in.
He really
Okay,
did.
hold on. You know, it wasn't me. It
Can I
was
just
Holly.
tell you,
I did these. Yeah, rip 'em.
Marcos,
You should
you
have
made
asked
it.
me.
Wait, here's what's
Marcos.
fraudulent
What?
about
No,
what he
hold
did.
on. This was
He
thrown
made
on
it
me.
sound like he.
He
oh,
did
I'm gonna
work.
tell you what I guys did. I did some work, and I got all of
It was
Got it all wrong.
truly the worst Super Bowl prop segment in the history of radio.
You got it all wrong. All right, you got it. First, Leroy said that he was the prop guy,
I
and
did not.
Tobin was
That's
like,
how-
"Oh,
Did
I
you
was
imply
saying
it?
it.
That's
I
why I
was
asked
saying-
yesterday, guys.
I was saying it as I was the gambling guy. You call 1-800-GET-BETS, and so I mentioned it then. Then you guys who totally didn't get the bid, all of a sudden started asking me, "What are the prop bets?"
Now all of a sudden he wants to be the bit guy. Silly Leroy.
quibblers."
Talk to you guys tomorrow or on Monday. 6 p.m. at Lone Depot Park. And I can't stress this enough. You're a rat bastard.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Umbrella and booty cheek. Please lock me in, Tobin.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Hope you mother have a good day.